And welcome back to another Game Day Live with another big one. We got Liverpool v Everton today, and this is the second game of the day, and I've got two real Scousers with me today. None of that, London stuff, local stuff. To my right, representing Liverpool, I've got my bro Doyle. We saying, you good?
Yeah, made up, lads. Fucking ready for this game now. As I said to Lewis before, lads, feels like I'm ready to have my Sunday roast. You on it?
Yeah.
I'm ready to scram me dinner, lads.
Get into it.
A good little meal, lads.
Yeah. And to my left, representing Everton, I got Mike. How you feeling, bro?
I feel sick.
We ain't even kicked up
I
yet.
feel sick. Burnley have just won.
Yeah.
Everton in the bottom three. Honestly, if ever there was a most important derby for Everton to win, it's today. And let's be honest, does anyone see that?
It's one of those, and that's actually, let's start there, because it seems like it's one of those fixtures where everybody's just like, oh, Liverpool are going to win by how much?
Yeah.
And is that how you're feeling kind of coming into this game, or are you kind of looking at them thinking, let's not sleep on them actually?
Like,
this is still a derby.
Yeah, there's a little part of me, like, Liverpool have been a better team than Everton for a very long time, but it didn't stop them doing performances. However, this season in particular, they're a shadow of themselves, lad. Like, this is the worst Everton side I've ever seen. And I'm not like, I don't like Everton, right? But the Scousers, lad, I don't want to see them go down. Yeah. It's poor. And I honestly feel like a bully at the moment, lad. Genuinely,
Liverpool. You're meant to be rivals,
lads, honestly,
man.
right, Liverpool fans feel like bullies at the moment because we just keep battering teams and we're like, sorry, lad, yeah, sorry. These poor fans sitting next to me all the time, lad. I'm just depressed with it all, lad. It's weird. But yeah, I don't want to see them go down, me, lads. I feel like we'll win this game comfortably. To be honest with you, I can't see them.
We'll get into predictions in a little bit, yeah. No, that's fair enough. And so you're thinking it's kind of more of a steamroll affair. You don't even give yourself a hope in this.
Nah, nothing. And the reason is, as you rightly said, Doyle, we've been poor for so long. We've lost our last 7 away going into this. It'll be a record for Everton if they lose today. Let's be honest. We're probably gonna.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm sitting there and I've got no confidence. My team's in the bottom 3. We've spent £580 million over 6 years to be here now. So you kind of like all of that hope and that spirit that we've had over the last few years about the new stadium, about the excitement around Everton. Look where we are. Like, genuinely, look where we are. Next season, we could be playing Huddersfield, West Brom, and when sizable teams go down into the Championship, we've seen it with teams like Leeds and other Nottingham Forest.
It happens, lads.
They
It does.
struggle to come straight back up.
It does, lads.
So that's my worry. That is my worry. And today,
when do you think that penny landed for Everton fans that this could actually be a bad situation? And because I feel like Everton have almost been in this space where just under Spurs, Leicester, they're almost going to break into that European bracket almost, and they've spent a lot of money pretty much every summer. I think in their top 5 spenders in Europe for the past 5 years or something like that. So it's not for a lack of spend, it's not for a lack of ambition from the board, but it just feels like they've got too many managerial decisions wrong, too many signings wrong, and it's just caught up with them. But for Everton fans, when did that penny land? Like, we're really in a bad situation.
it's different because I think each fan's had their own little moment. Mine was Norwich away. Rafa Benitez last game in charge. That was my moment.
It all started with Rafa, lad. That's the funny part about all this.
And this is
it. Actually started. The demise of Everton was because of Rafa.
What are you saying? The covert agent, double agent work
I know we were joking about it, lad. We were joking.
Rafa, we need you to go to the enemy and take him down.
At the start of the season, lad, we were all joking about it, weren't we? We were like literally laughing about it, and it's actually come to fruition, lad. This is real. It's happened. You are in a relegation battle with Burnley, brother. This is crazy.
But you know what makes me feel sick about this? Is this season, genuinely, the first 5 games, Everton was sitting 3rd. It was one of our best starts in Premier League history. And it was kind of like, I was all
Dream.
good.
Yeah.
Damari Gray, I remember.
I
Townsend.
sat on this sofa watching Tom Davies square a ball instead of shooting to beat Man United at Old Trafford. I remember sitting here and I was like, I'll take a point. I'm disappointed. I'm telling you now, I'd go anywhere in this country right now and take a point because we are so dead that
It's for me,
It's
lad,
embarrassing.
It's all the money without the knowledge of football, lad. Like, you've hired managers. Ancelotti was a great manager, yeah. He was good for years. He got you a style of football. He attracted players. But Rafa Benitez, brother, is past his time. Everybody knew this. His style of football does not work anymore, lad. So when you hired him thinking this is a big name that we're going to get to give us a philosophy and play good football, it was never going to be that man. And then what you've done after that is grab Frank Lampard, lad. He's not a good... I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm sorry, lad, but he's not a good manager. He was never the leader of Chelsea. He was never the leader of Chelsea. John Terry was, lad. And you're seeing the difference in managerial styles with Vieira and Gerrard, lad. They play better football than Everton do because they were proper leaders in their team.
And do you think, though, like, what do you make of that Frank Lampard appointment? Was you happy with it at the time?
We needed change. And at the time, I didn't feel like there was lots of options. At the time, I think Eddie Howe was an option, which he'd just sent Bournemouth down with a good side. So I was not on this Newcastle side. I was like, yeah, I don't think that's the one. I wanted someone who had a philosophy that would be at least trying to win a game of football.
Does Lampard have that, lad? That's what I'm saying.
Well, to me, I felt like he did because, you know, he's won everything.
Him as a player?
Exactly.
Yeah, as a player.
And that's been the issue. I sat here, me and you had this discussion, and remember the two names I mentioned. One was Wayne Rooney, and the other one was Frank Lampard.
Sometimes it works,
and I said either of them I'd take, and now I'm sitting here like...
And is that a bit of romanticism from their playing career where you think they've seen all, they've won it all, they can bring that experience? Because I feel like that has given Lampard so much clout in his career where the Chelsea job, he should have never got that off the back of getting a Derby team that finished sixth to finish sixth again. And you didn't get promotion. Then you get the Chelsea job. Okay, you get sacked from that, and now your job is to save Everton, who I always felt like was a sinking ship, and now it's like it's sinking and you're going to be the guy to save it.
Yeah.
Hell no, you're just going to be handing out life rafts.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're going to be doing.
Like Lampard was a fantastic footballer, one of the best England's had, lad, but he wasn't, like I said, a leader. You'd have different players in your team, yeah. Jordan Henderson, not the best footballer on the planet, best leader though in our team, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's what I'm going to talking about, lad. Lampard hasn't got that. He also hasn't got the experience to bring in. You needed somebody serious, lad, like a proper manager that's done it, been there, all that stuff, lad.
I would even say, like, if you do get relegated now or don't, get Sean Dyche and build the club in his vision.
What we need to do, irrespective of what happens, you're right, we need to stabilise.
Yeah.
So if that is, we need a bit of a rebuild, have a side that is capable of getting out of the Championship with a manager who has done that. Do it.
Even like
if it's a manager that's going to get us from 17th in the league to 13th in the league, that weirdly is progression, isn't it, at this point for Everton? We need to start going up, not down.
Dean Smith, lad.
Players are just coming out now as well, and we'll read the lineups just as they're coming out as well. So Liverpool, Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Keita. And then up front they've gone Salah, Mane and Jota.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Hey, isn't it just ridiculous, lad?
What is it they call that midfield? NFT, is it? Hey, that's a good one. And then we've got the Everton lineup with Pickford, Coleman, and I believe Holgate, who might have pulled out from injury in the warm-up. We'll see who's replacing him.
Godfrey that pulled out.
Was it Godfrey? Okay, so it's Holgate, Keane, and Coleman, and Mikalenko as a back four. And then Decore, Iwobi, Allen, and Gordon. See you later, bro. Richarlison and Gray as a front three as well. What do you make of that lineup, Mikey?
It's Championship side, isn't it?
Honestly, do you know what that squad reminds me of? It reminds me of when Rafa Benitez was leaving Liverpool and guys like Dosena, Voronin. Like, one thing I always remember about Rafa Benitez was his ability to sign player was absolute poop.
Yep.
But his ability to coach a bad team was really good.
Yeah.
So it's like he brings your standard down to make you play shit, and then he just tells you, hey, we'll tick along. And I remember when you lot signed him, I thought, damn, I'm not sure this is the one.
He doesn't play ambitious football, lad. He doesn't ask much of his players, lad. He just says, play the basics for us well.
It almost felt like Everton were resigning themselves to, all right, you know what, we're just happy to survive this season type of thing. That's what it looked like when you lot signed Rafa Benitez. And I don't know, but the good thing you said there makes a lot of sense. There was a lack of options. At the time, I do remember thinking, Rafa Benitez is a safe option. He might keep them up type of thing. But I don't know. It's just such a Everton. I don't think has been an overnight problem. It's been a slow deterioration
massive,
over
lads.
a number.
Massive.
Yeah. I'm talking even going back to Marco Silva days,
agree,
going back
I
to
agree, lads.
Koeman days.
Yep.
It's been so long, and now it's just a
gone like
culmination.
this. Then we've had one season under Ancelotti where, look, we were like third at Boxing Day.
you
We were
found
gassed,
yourself,
and
yeah.
then we've completely failed off the planet.
Yeah.
That's 19 games of the season, whatever it was. And we walked into this season and we got gassed again. First 4 or 5 games buzzing. Like, you know what, flying. Do you know it took us another 24 games to get the same amount of points that we had in them first 4 or whatever it was.
Crazy. Just before we kick off as well, score predictions.
I think it's going to be a 3-0 to Liverpool, you know. I don't think it's going to be as easy as the Man United game. They're going to want this because they're going to fight for survival. Man United weren't fighting for much, to be honest with you.
3-0 past the pad.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mikey, where you going?
I think it's a minimum of 3.
Minimum.
And the reason for that is, let me just throw this quick out there. Frank Lampard today has set up with that side to try and press Liverpool. Because if he hadn't, he'd have played 5 at the back with 3 holding midfielders and 1 fast man up front.
You think that spells trouble?
He's gone 4 at the back. He's gone 2 combative midfielders and wingers. I'm dreading today.
Let us know your predictions as well. This should be an interesting one for sure. I'm hoping Everton makes something of it. It's Burnley have just won. It's a derby game. If ever there's a game where you need to literally leave the pitch with snot, blood and tears coming out of you, this is the game for it, honestly.
I think, like I said, you know, there's one thing that's worrying me about this game is our form has been great and we've been winning games, which can make you a bit complacent. And we did play Man United the last game and they give us so much space. It might lull us into a false sense of security in that sense.
So look at the line already.
But I hope that the players haven't got that mentality, and usually they don't. These guys are winners. They're not like me and the fans sitting there, lad. You know
Liverpool
what I mean?
rarely get complacent.
Yeah, and so let's hope that they don't today.
Dika says Liverpool 8-0. Liam says Liverpool 6-0.
8-0, lads. What I will tell you is...
What did I say to you outside?
Oh my God.
6-0 Liverpool.
I said it wouldn't surprise me if it was like...
nobody's even given Everton a goal. Guys, come on, please.
Do you know what I genuinely am worried about?
Be nice, man. What are you doing?
Injuries, lad. As long as they don't injure us, because you remember last time we played...
Neither side here wants injuries.
No, thank you.
Because Everton can't deal with it, and nor can you guys. So, hoping for no injuries. I almost want to get this done.
Just get it over with.
I'm going to take my medicine. I'm going to be that roast.
This is one of those you look at the calendar and say it's a free hit.
I suspect I'm going to be his chicken dinner today. and let's just move on from this. No hard feelings. We just move on.
We got to absorb this 90 minutes.
Already they are better than Man United right now. Already. Straight away, the pressing better than Man United.
It was minute 1 for United.
Yeah, it was
Luke Shaw and Maguire just trying to play this high line for some reason. Ugh, I'll never forget that. Rabadam sent in a super chat as well and says, Everton and Man United having a hold my beer style contest about who can spend the most money without getting anything worthwhile in return.
There's the first nutmeg there, by the way. You said that, didn't you?
I want to ask you though, one of the few highlights in Everton's seasons, I will say though, Anthony Gordon. Talk to me about what you think about him and what he could be for Everton in the future.
Yeah, so he epitomises an Everton fan. Like, he leaves everything on the pitch. He's very robust. He's young, sometimes he makes a mistake, he might put a foot in where he shouldn't. He can go down a bit easy at times, let's be honest.
You need with a winger though, he's got to win his free kicks.
And let's be honest, we're in a desperate situation. So if we can win a free kick or a penalty or something, that's what, I'm not going to say. So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, Anthony Gordon for me, he works his socks off every game. He tries. And that's a lot more than what I can say about a lot of these Everton players who have been spent on mega money.
Yeah. He's a scouser, isn't he, lad? He wants to play for his badge, lad.
Someone who's going to be there long term, you think, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be here as long as sort of he wants to be, because as long as he has a good season next season, so this isn't just a one-season wonder type thing, he'll be fine.
In all honesty, that's kind of, I'm not wishing relegation upon you lot, but if you lot do go down, I do think that is the perfect platform for him. You know, like when
But
Grealish, when Aston Villa went down,
that's a really good shout, that,
and he
there.
just goes there and just becomes almost the
Brilliant,
go-to guy.
yeah.
Where, all right, Iwobi, get out of here. Richarlison, get out of here. Gordon's going to be the guy
and
to
then he
take us.
develops in that league like he
Literally.
can, because he's got a bit of an easier competition while
Absolutely.
he's a little bit younger and slight, but he can build himself up there. I agree with that, yeah.
100%.
Because that's what Grealish did, that exact thing, set that league on fire, and then came up here and was a proper player.
And I feel like even guys like Tom Davis, who I don't think if Everton go down, other clubs will really come in for him, because he hasn't really, since that first season or two, he hasn't lived up to those levels or standards or hit any form of consistency. Maybe the Championship will be good for him for a year. Those academy boys to just get that kind of unit going, I feel like.
The problem is, I can sit here and I'd be like, I don't want to see Tom Davis near my team. I don't want to see Michael Keane near my team. I don't want to see...
Hey, doing well. Is that Gordon right now on the ball? Yeah, see, lad, he's the only... He was chasing... He won the ball.
But this is what
he's done a dribble, lad.
I'll always say positive.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he's trying to do something positive, whether that's running, doing the hard yards, closing down, dribbling with the ball, winning free kicks. It's always something positive, and that's one thing I know. Because at first, I remember when he broke into it, I was like, there's this little scrawny kid just running around. But then I see him every day he's trying. And then Everton fans, when they got on side of him, I was like, you know what, I like that. I like an academy kid.
Bit of ability as well in him, lad. He's not just a runner. Like, he's got a little bit of technical ability, lad. You seen this, you know what? Scousers used to be like power merchants, that's what we were, lad, players, You see Rooney, you see Gerrard, They come through and all they do was that big strides, lad, Tackle for the ball and a good shot on them, lad. But this new age of Scouse little player, they're techie, you know. You look at Curtis Jones, Trent, Gordon, they're all techie little ballers, lad. It's boss to see for me, you know. It just shows how...
Streetballers back,
lad, it's nice for me. I'm a freestyler, lad, so I love this, you know what I mean? It's nice for me, lad.
No, for real.
Little techie Scousers.
Comment from Calvert Blue said, as you mentioned there, Keane is the worst defender in the league, by the way.
Worse than Maguire?
Yeah.
Listen, you're having a piss-up contest here.
No,
I'm not even joking.
Straight up, I don't know what happened to Michael Keane. Like, 4 or 5 years ago, we were all thinking, you know what, good players playing for England at the time. He just robust, solid centre-halves, he weren't quick, weren't skillful, just won everything. Can't even say that anymore.
You know what it is? I think everything around him started to fall apart. I think, Pickford has never filled me with confidence in goal. I think your fullbacks, you've always had a little bit of injury issues, whether that's with Leighton Baines, Coleman, even Digne at points had kind of injury issues. But
Pogba's,
I always just feel like
pick him up.
He's never covered himself in any glory, Michael Keane, even when he has been kind of given the responsibility of, all right, we'll put Mina next to you. Can you at least guide him? No, Mina looks better than you.
Yeah.
We'll put Holgate next to you. Can you guide him? Holgate looks better than you.
What's going on, Michael?
What the hell? You're meant to be the leader, but you're always looking like the one being led.
It is terrible to see Everton like this. It is.
And the funny thing is, their last 2 games, they drew against Leicester, if I'm not mistaken, decent result, and then beat United as well. So that's why I'm kind of thinking with this game, I hope they can kind of make a contest of it and not just be a doormat for Liverpool.
Yeah. I mean, they look better than, like I said, already better than Man United. At least they're doing some interceptions, chasing the ball down and that. But we all want this, lad. Like, as much as I'm saying we might get complacent. Oh, Trent.
I just love Trent, man. I can't lie to you. He's one of my favourite footballers to watch because he's a bit like Thiago. I was just like the ball would just bounce anywhere and they'll just do this like half volley.
Yeah, lad, do you want the ball?
Well done,
you know
will go exactly to where they want it. And I'm just like, man, these guys' technical ability is just through the roof, man.
Bossing it,
through the roof.
Mikalenko here, our left back.
I want to ask you about him. I want to ask you about him because what have you made of him since he signed? Because when he signed initially, people were like, why are we signing a left back, putting him on mad wages? I remember even you put out a couple of tweets, so you was
Where'd you get him from?
Is this needed?
Dynamo Kiev, he was poor, you know, at the time.
I remember at Euros, I'm a big Holland fan, and we played against Ukraine, and I remember he was one of their best players, and every set piece they got, he had a demon left foot.
Yeah, well,
what have you made of him since he signed?
So when he come in, he looked like he was not going to be able to adjust to the Premier League. He was getting ripped a new one every week, dragged out of position, weren't physically strong enough. But over the last 3 or 4 games, he's probably been our best defender. You know, he's not scared to square up to Salah there. We saw Salah, you know, easy for him to cut inside, but he squares up to him nice and strong. Take that. You know, he has this ability to just, on the overlap, a little whip round the corner. Sound. Take that.
That's kind of
what we
trademarked
need
what you
is-
had with Digne and your
It
tradition.
is, but I actually think Mikalenko has the capability to be a better defender than Digne because he wasn't a very good defender.
bigger physical
and
man as well.
he's been poor at Villa, to be fair. I don't think Villa
Yeah,
fans are particularly
yeah.
happy. So, you know, we'll take 25 million for Luka Dean, and with the Mikalenko we've got now, I'm happy with that. And what's also impressed me is over the last 3 or 4 weeks, his performances. You know, we've got to remember he's Ukrainian, and his dad's fighting. I think his brother's fighting, and you know, while you're sitting there watching him, you know, fighting for us, which I admire absolutely. He's doing a really good job.
The fact that he's got all of that going on as well, and he can
Kudos,
still deliver performances. And in fact, the performance levels have actually gone up since that.
They have.
Fair
They
play to him,
absolutely
honestly,
have.
Yeah, that is a lot, definitely, especially when it's family and your country and everything involved back home. That can be a lot on the mind for sure.
Yeah, Everton look like they want to play a little dark arts game today, lad. They're going down on the floor after everything. played.
To be honest, and because this will just piss you off, but honestly, if we're going down, I'd stay down for a bit. I'd waste every second possible
That's what you
for about
like
this
you want to do
entire
today
game.
already, lad.
We've got to. It sounds horrible. It's got to be.
Yeah, you've got to get by any way you can, lad.
Exactly.
And that's it, really.
Go on, out you come, carry it.
This is
It's
not
the
going to be the
core,
Carry
game.
it.
The core
go,
always
go,
carries
go. Oh, yeah,
This is definitely not going to be the game that
as soon
everyone
as you
thought
see
it was
Van
going to
Dijk
be.
step over, you're like, yeah, what's the point?
This is a low block, this, lad. You're playing a very low block, and we don't like them. Liverpool do not like low blocks. We like a bit of space in behind, lad, so we can put the balls over the top.
Which is exactly what I said we needed to set up. Like, we needed that low block. We need that.
But the one thing is, we've got them 5 attackers, lad, and if something doesn't work, we bring another one on, lad, and they go ghost.
I love that you mentioned that because it is that.
Yeah.
With Liverpool, that's what annoys me, especially since January and they got Luis Diaz. It's like, oh, we'll play this front three, yeah. But if they're not working, hey, Diaz.
Yeah, you ready, lad? Yeah.
It's not even Origi emergency ball anymore. We actually have talent on the bench now. What a tackle from Keita there.
That was Manny, that lad.
that Mane?
That's why you love him as well, lad. That's why you love him, because he's not just one of the
the
best
dog
footballers in the
work,
world,
man.
attacking-wise. He gets stuck in, lad.
See, Grizz asked me this question. He said, out of the front 5 for Liverpool, who would you take? And I'm sitting there going,
Every single one of them.
Literally, no, not who would you take, but what would your front 3 be? And I'm sitting there going, to be honest, Diaz and Jota are like joint third, aren't they? Mane and Salah start, you're 1 and 2. But who do you have as that third? And it literally interchangeable. Jota's scored 15 goals this season.
Doyle won't like this, but I've said that the last couple of weeks, there's only one front line Liverpool should be playing, and that's. We'll touch on the Mane number 9 evolution as well. I want to have a conversation about that. I think that's going under the radar. But I've said Mane, Jota, and Diaz. That should be the front line for me. I know every Liverpool fan will be like, huh? No Salah? I think second half of the season is Ramadan right now. You could take a little break, my brother. Go and break your fast later on.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear that, lad. I do.
Or just on form-wise, I'm thinking. But I understand, of course, Salah is Salah. You're negotiating a new deal as well.
You respect him, lad, you know what I mean?
You got to give him that kind of...
Yeah, brother.
What he's done for us, the fact that he's still top goal scorer.
Exactly, lad. He doesn't score for like 5 games, still top
Yeah.
goal scorer. That's ridiculous, lad.
No,
You've got to give him his respect and be like, you know what, he might not be scoring, but you will. So here's your game time, lad.
What
'cause
have you
deserve
made
it.
of, though, Mane's evolution? Since Diaz has come in, I feel like Klopp's been playing him more in the number 9 role. And I don't know if you saw the goal he scored the other game, where he timed that curve of that run.
I've seen that, brother.
Is everybody sleeping on this Mane evolution just because we're so used to seeing him as a tricky left winger?
Yeah.
Bro, he's playing like a real number 9.
Lad, this is the thing with Liverpool's front three. We've known this as Liverpool fans for years, bro, because they're a dynamic front three, especially when Jota come into the mix, lad. It wasn't just Diaz. Mane was playing in the centre, so was Salah, lad. They all played in the centre.
Yeah, Salah had a goal as well, I remember.
They're a dynamic trio, lad. That's what they can do. And you look at Senegal and Egypt as well. They'll play central for them as well. This is not like something that they haven't done before. They know how to play football, lad. They know how to time the runs. Like, forwards now are not just number 9s and not just wingers. They are forwards, lad. You can pretty much play anywhere in the pitch if you're good enough. And there's them 5 players actually are an example
They're
of it, lad.
proving that as well, yeah. No,
Mane's
100%.
quality, lad.
I just
really
think
is.
a lot of the times it can be tricky when you played left wing for 5 or 6 years, you've moulded your game into a certain way, then to be asked, you know what, can you redevelop that and again move into? But as you said, for Senegal, he plays in that kind of role, but maybe not with the same quality of players, but he still makes something of it. At Liverpool, I would have thought maybe Klopp would be like, especially with how the first half of the season was going, he wasn't in the best form. And people
Salah
were thinking, do you know what, he might be the one sacrificed when Diaz comes in.
Yeah.
And in actual fact, I'm going to take Salah's head at the AFCON. I'm going to take his head out the World Cup qualifiers. Y'all going to put some respect on me, he said.
He's picked, basically what's happened is Salah was incredible the first half of the season and Mane's been incredible the second half of the season.
Yes.
And that's why they're the two best African players on the planet, lad, because they just pick up where the other one left, lad, and become just as good as each other. And that's why Liverpool are so successful. It's as well as because of our recruitment. Like, you don't bring Diaz and Jota in and they just be, brilliant by mistake, lad. There's no coincidence. Our recruitment is fantastic. And so, honestly, lad, this front five, I will say now, is just unbelievable for Liverpool fans. It really is.
They lived in
dreams. Beautiful, lads.
All them years of being bullied in schools.
You know what I'm saying, lads? getting all kinds of horrible Man United fans.
Where were you going for? This is where we forget, though. Liverpool, they've had decent front threes. They've been able to rotate this. You know, we remember SAS.
Yeah, like
you remember with Gerrard playing on
Suarez, Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler. Like Liverpool have always had fantastic forward players.
And this, unfortunately, what you actually did, in my opinion, the biggest changes was Alisson and Van Dijk.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, of course it was.
Yes,
of course it was.
Facts.
They were
go play him, go son!
Oh, here
come
we
on!
Go. Everton are through.
Doesn't get beaten.
Amari, great.
Go on,
Cutting
shoot!
in.
Shoot!
Oh my God.
Shoot! My God!
He done really well as well, lad. He just needed to get his shot off. Brilliant, Jota.
Yeah, he's done well there.
Jota's another one. Does the doggies, man.
You don't play for Liverpool unless you do that, lad. That's the thing.
Facts.
There's Mane right there, lad. That's Mane there, lad.
That's why Klopp has a specific prototype. And when I see there's certain players, when I see them, I'm like, that's a Klopp type player, because you just know you don't follow him, you don't play.
Yep.
And I think that's why Origi has never really
well done.
got a crack in the team, because I don't think he has that work rate in him, but he's a good finisher.
He does and he doesn't, lad. Like, he does have the work rate. He's just unfortunately hasn't got the quality that the other lads have, but he still does at the same time. He can show it on certain occasions, lad.
Finishing wise in clutch moments.
Best substitute in the world, lad. He genuinely is. He'll come on and score a winner for you.
Like, even in the comment section, if you want to let us know, like, best super subs in the world.
Clutch.
He's got to be in the conversation. I don't know whether he's top or not.
Origi, honestly, I hate him for obvious reasons. I hate him, man.
For that goal against
he's always done it against us last minute goals. Origi loves them.
He loves them. Lads, he's done it against Spurs.
We could be 0-0.
Spurs.
Yeah. We could be 0-0, straight up. He'll leave Diaz on the bench. He'll leave everyone on the bench. He'll just be like, Origi, it's your turn, man.
Yeah. And he goes... Just puts his pot of water down and goes, all right, I'm not one of these.
It's almost like he turns into Superman.
He done it this season, lad, against Wolves.
I know.
Oh, here we go. Everton coming up the left. Oh, Gordon win. Is that a free kick? No.
What?
I thought that was maybe a little push in the back there.
It was one of them where they were battling. I think he shoulder barred him just before he
Do you know what that
be a
is?
foul.
That's a proper 50-50. But nowadays in football, we're not allowed those, because you're not allowed physical contact, are you?
Yeah. I think that was smart from
Look,
we talk about defending. There's an example of smart defending, lad. They're trying to tear it Spence again, on the house.
Studio going in!
Spence getting skinned. Listen, lad, these players that he gets skinned by, we've just been talking about how good they are. How can he be crap?
Stay on him, Mike.
Either Gordon's crap or Trent, you know what I mean? Like,
didn't give it up there, though, did you?
You see, with what Mane's doing at this moment, I just want to go back to that Mane conversation. With what he's doing at the moment, delivering for his country at AFCON, taking his country to the World Cup, pretty much won every trophy there is to win with Liverpool. People are thinking he's declining. He's still showing the levels, even evolving his game into a new position. I want to start having a conversation. Where does Mane rank amongst all-time African great players? In the sense of, I think people always talk about Eto'o is like the greatest African player. Sometimes people say Yaya Toure, Drogba. But I'm like, where does Mane fit in that? I actually believe Mane is a top 3. Deserves to be in there somewhere. I don't know who loses out, but I'm putting Mane in that top 3.
Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. Didier Drogba, lad.
Hold on. Mo Salah, you're putting in the AFCON. He hasn't won an AFCON though.
Oh, as in winners of AFCON?
As in like African greats, I mean, like, because
Egypt,
he hasn't taken
African
Egypt
players altogether.
So I'm talking club, international, on every level, their career, if you look at it. And you look at who has had the best career in totality.
Mane, then it's going to be Mane, isn't it?
Mane's got to be up there for me.
But then
let us know in the comments as well. Where do you think Mane ranks?
As Riyad Mahrez won at AFCON?
Yeah.
Kana,
2019.
And so if he wins the Champions League, it could be him as well. But I don't think he's as good of a player as Mohamed Salah. So when we're talking
comes
about
into it as well,
like ability-wise, I do think Mo Salah is the best African player there's been, lad. Just because his numbers are ridiculous, lad. Style-wise, you look at JJ Okocha and players like him, lad. He's fantastic to watch.
Would you take just maybe they're not the same
Win
position,
that,
but
yes.
if you're comparing Salah and Eto'o,
Yeah.
because Eto'o I'm looking at back-to-back Champions Leagues,
Boss.
delivered AFCON, and ability-wise, when we're talking clutch moments in the Barcelona final against Arsenal, like semi-final for Inter Milan against, like big moments, Eto'o's turned up, and I just think, even Timothy Weah, George Weah, I'm sorry,
he was
not
insane,
Timothy,
man.
his son. But yeah, I'm just thinking, I don't know if I'd have Salah in there per se, but I think obviously with the Liverpool heart you've got on, I understand it
I
fully.
can't not say that, lad. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, Eto'o played for Everton as well, innit? So it's got to be.
Oh, yeah, do you remember that?
Listen, he bagged a couple goals when he was there. What did he do the old man?
I can't believe that.
Let us know. Let me read some of the comments as well. You lot are throwing in your suggestions.
That was
Eto'o's
mad,
number
wasn't it?
1. Mane and Salah.
Yeah, sorry, lad.
Yaya
Yeah,
Toure's
Yaya
another one.
Toure.
Where do you put him?
He was insane.
He was
you
a
know.
freight train.
He was.
Like,
Oh my
I
God.
think if you're talking in regards to like peak-wise, I think maybe Yaya Toure had the highest peak.
Nah. you
Like
can't say
Yaya
that, lad.
Toure, I think when he was at his peak was literally unstoppable.
I'll say midfield, best African midfielder, but then peak-wise, I'd be honestly Mo Salah. He's
you know
scored
what
more
he's-
goals than anybody has, lad. He's ridiculous, brother. And
GNA hype.
They're not
Do you know what the
like
issue
all
is with Yaya Toure? Is we all talk about his peak.
Yeah.
When was that? Because he had them
2013,
moments.
13 to 15,
He had
I
them
would say.
moments at
He was a
Barca. He had
joke.
moments at Man City, and sit there and you think you are incredible.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
was,
was
lad.
incredible.
Yeah.
He scored all kinds of goals. He'd dribble through your team, lad. He'd tackle everybody on it. It's not he
almost
couldn't do.
tricked us into thinking this man was a centre-back.
Yeah.
And he came to the Premier League and started hitting free kicks and running 90 yards up the pitch and slamming it in your net.
It was mad.
Nuts, man.
I remember
Nuts.
the fear he used to put in me, lad, when I used to play Man City, when we used to play Man City, lad. I'd be
Yeah.
like,
When you just know he's shrugging players off, they're bouncing off him.
He was a joke, lad.
Liam says-
we Joe Allen, well, it just went flying everywhere, lad. You know what's going on?
Okay, these
Magar says Eto'o is number 1.
Nah,
Liam says Salah's the GOAT.
yeah.
Twerk for Work says, great name, says Drogba is number 1. Ali Raza says Salah is there. SA says Eto'o. Mane and Salah are equal. Yaya Toure.
I would say that, you know, like there's something about them too, yeah, Mane
You
and
see,
Salah.
Daniel, I hear this. Daniel said, if you haven't won AFCON, you can't be top 3. I feel like that should be a rule.
That's like saying, I get it.
You can't be the
But
greatest
it's like
African
saying-
if you haven't won on your
Alright,
continent.
I get it, but also it's like saying Gerrard, never won a Prem, but he's definitely one of the best Premier League midfielders that the
Oh,
Prem's
he
had.
is.
Yeah?
But I will never hear Gerrard is the best.
Yeah, he is, lad.
Oh! Gerrard is definitely one of the best. but not
He's top
the
3 best Premier League players of all time. He really is. Gerrard
I
is.
can hear that. I
Thierry
love
Henry's
Gerrard.
up there. Gerrard. I don't know who the third one is, but them two.
Thierry, listen, I'm a Spurs man, and listen,
He's first.
Thierry to go.
Yeah.
Thierry to go.
I agree, lad,
We ain't
he's
gonna debate that one.
Yeah. But Gerrard, for his position, lad, the best midfielder he really was. He had
People are
everything.
saying Mane is basically 5th or 4th.
No.
Salah is 4th. Some are saying Mane is 5th.
Honestly, if you watch football, lad, honestly, you rate this man, Mane, because everything that he does on this pitch is incredible. He had a bad spell, but he pulls it back all the time as well.
And do you remember the stick that Liverpool got for signing both them players at,
Yeah,
at
I
the
remember
time?
it, yeah.
Remember,
30 million.
36 million or whatever it was from Southampton.
Salah was 36 and Mane was 30, lad.
Great
Yeah.
recall.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, "What are
I
these?"
remember the Mane one as well, where everyone's like, Southampton, you lot are paying them how much?
Yep.
And I remember the first game against Arsenal, was it? Bam, bam.
Yeah,
He
man.
just hit them with a 2-piece.
That
and I
like
said,
he chucked in, lad, and hit it with his left foot, and then just went
you
30 million.
nasty man.
Repaid, lad. There you
Oh,
go.
by the
no.
way.
Yeah,
By the
honestly,
way.
you lot have almost, that's why, personally, as a Spurs fan, I've always said for me, Liverpool are the blueprint, because you lot have shown, if
Oh,
you
come
sign
on.
smartly,
Yeah.
you can go. So, Joe
From the
Matip
manager.
on a free
Yeah.
from Schalke.
Yeah.
Robertson from Hull.
3 mil.
Bruv, he's signing.
what
Like
I mean.
everyone looks at, Alisson and Van Dijk,
Trent.
they paid money for them. Look all around it, and you just see cheapies.
Yeah,
Trent-
and this is
Trent
the
was
thing.
free,
This
lad.
is the thing. Let's compare where we are. We spent £35 million on Alex Iwobi.
I kid you not, someone just sent me a message saying, please ask him what he thinks about Iwobi.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'll give it you anyhow. He's not
have you
Salah.
made
Well, mate.
They're just all fringe players, lad. And the wrong kind of fringe players. The ones that weren't successful at their teams. It's mad.
Mate, it was mad. I never understood, and the stick I got on YouTube, by the way. Ooh. I come out and I said that the Everton board had let, at the time, Marco Silva down because of the signing of Iwobi and not signing anyone else.
This is scary. Come on.
Come on.
Yes.
Out here then, out here.
That was a proper clearance, that,
Everton have
weren't
done
it?
All the
this
way
first
over.
20
Proper
minutes,
clearance,
though.
that one, weren't it?
You haven't done too bad this.
No,
we
you've played better than us, to be quite honest with you. We've had most of the ball, but you've had better
You don't
attacking
keep
chances.
launching this odd ball into the back line, and I'm
Beat him, go on.
You just want a penny, yeah.
Oh, what?
Hey!
He's give the fucking
Oh my God!
No,
Oh, no,
he's
he's
done
Jordan
him
in
diving. He's done
yellow,
him
lad.
diving.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't lie. That was a bit of a
come
delayed
on, lads.
dive. That was a bit of a delayed dive.
There shouldn't be any beef, yeah. It's not a penalty, is it? It's a
Nah, I
correct
don't think
dive.
it's a pen.
He's right, Ali. Ali's like, we're both Brazilian, like, come on, stop it.
Yeah, so this is the thing. Like, Alex Iwobi has never, and probably at this point will never, justify his price tag. Albeit, I'll give him credit, last 4 games he's played well. And he's been playing in that sort of central midfield role and been carrying the ball. Bit like what Newcastle have done with Joe Linton.
Yeah.
Pulled him back a little bit and allowed him that space to run onto things
Got
or
a yellow for
battle. And that's fine, like I'm all right with that. But let's be honest. We are...
Let's have a little look at this.
You know, nowhere near where we should be. It's,
Oh, come on, lads. Like a little salmon one here, lad, you know what?
do you know what I don't understand? And I genuinely don't. So looking at that, I don't think there's any contact.
There isn't at all.
Right, so why go down and get that yellow card? Because VAR will look at it again.
Yeah,
if you get what I
yeah.
mean. Like, if
can't
there's a
cheat
little
it
bit of
how you
contact,
used to be
then
able to.
go down a
Yeah,
little bit
but there's
easy.
nothing.
There's nothing. Don't waste your time.
I think he anticipated the touch though, and then Naby went.
Yeah.
What are you doing, lad?
No, 100%. 100%. But just speaking on Iwobi there as well, I don't want to let him just get all the shit. Because there's
All
one
of them,
guy who in your team, I think gets a lot of love from your fan. Other fans are always like, I wouldn't mind signing him. But I think he's arguably one of the biggest frauds in Premier League. And that's that blonde man up front wearing the number 7,
yeah.
Richarlison. I think he is a criminal. And the reason why I say this here is because when he was at Watford, he had this little blip start where he got a 50 million move off the back of it. Because the second half of that season, he was dead food.
Yeah.
Then he signed for them for 50 million, did the same thing. Started off firing, fizzled out second half of the season. The very next season, did the same thing. Had this little patch where he went cold again. We have not seen Richarlison since.
Think about it like this, though.
And take into account the fee. 50 smacker ruse, brother.
And Everton rejected an 85 million bid for him. Barcelona. This is mad.
My head wants to explode when I hear that.
I think I agree with some points of what you're saying, lad. He definitely is. He's a hothead, lad. He's not as good as
And that's the other part. He's a liability in that aspect.
He is, lad. But who else have they got, lad? They bought, and there's another signing that they bought as well. Cenk Tosun. Remember him, lads?
Oh, God. God. I don't even want to get on Czech Tosun because Richarlison, I just, like, from an Everton fan, I want to hear what you think of, his spell. I know he's never going to live up to that money, but do you wish you'd maybe offloaded him sooner?
It's hard because, so again, you know when we were talking about Anthony Gordon and how he epitomises Everton, work ethic, graft. Richarlison does work hard, but that doesn't justify 50 mil. Do you get what I mean? And I've always said this. I've said this in videos. I've said, look, it would not cost you 55 million to replace Richarlison's goals. Say on average 10. It wouldn't cost you 50 million. But having seen the players that we've spent for 30 million, 35 million.
Sigurdsson was around 50 million as well.
We never have the attitude that Richarlison's got. And he sort of gets away with it because of that, if you get what I mean. Like, I love Richie. I do. I love him because he will fight every game. He will fight. He'll leave everything on the pitch. If we score today and he's off the pitch, you'll see him celebrate. You'll see him celebrate the team, etc. It's really difficult when.
Good set piece there.
Yeah, it's
the only thing that annoys me with Richarlison is exactly what you just said there. Is sometimes I feel like every club has these players as well. Where we had it with like Lamela and Lucas Moura,
and they get away with it.
Because they work hard, people overlook that That's not your job, mate. Like,
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
that for
your
the
job's to
defensive
score goals,
midfielders.
kid.
Your job is to create, score goals, be effective in the final third. And I
Yeah.
feel like Richarlison gets away with so much of that. And especially when I think 50 million, Barcelona are trying to sign you for 85 million. And I keep sitting there thinking, what does everyone see that I don't?
Yeah, I remember having a similar debate, not obviously with Richarlison, etc., but I remember saying the same thing about Malcolm, who went to Barcelona for a lot of money, and I said exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
The
Good
output
shout,
doesn't
actually, yeah.
justify the price. My argument is right now, yeah, he probably isn't worth 50 million, but the Premier League is so inflated, it wouldn't surprise me.
I think you lot were definitely one of the biggest victims of that. Did you remember there was like a 4 or 5 year period where everyone
Barcelona's
just
fault,
added
lad.
40 million?
It's Barcelona, lads. Their fault, lads.
Yes, the
For buying
Neymar, Dembele.
150 mil Coutinho?
In fact, it was Neymar, Ousmane Dembele, and Coutinho. They started this mad inflation in the league, lad, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's only just started to come down a
I
little bit now, lad.
remember you lot during that period were just signing players willy-nilly for
Yeah.
20, 30, 40 million. And I
Cenk
was like,
Tosun was 27 million.
Richarlison's a 20 mil player, really. That's what he is, lads.
Yes.
20 mil.
if it
You're
was
happy with
20
that?
mil, I wouldn't have this energy.
Yeah.
But 50 million,
Jota
I'm
cost
like,
us 40
you have
mil,
blood
brother.
on your hands, man.
Jota was 40. Yeah?
Yeah, but he
40.
scored 15 goals.
That's what I'm saying to you, lad. He scored 15 goals and he was 40 compared to Richarlison, lad. He's a superstar, bro.
And ask people, I tell you what, get in the comments. You tell me how much you would pay for Jota.
Yeah, before
Straight off,
Liverpool.
would you pay more for Jota than you would Richarlison? And I'm not saying
100%.
Richarlison's a worse or better
Yeah,
player.
yeah, yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Who would you pay more for?
who would you pay more for? And I think a lot of people just sort of get it twisted because of the hype around the names of these
Yep.
players. Personally,
I think Jota is where my money goes all day, man.
Absolutely,
I
lad.
think I know I'm going to get a minimum consistent 7 out of 10 with Jota. Even if I don't get the goals, he's going to make himself a nuisance. Richarlison, he'll make himself a nuisance, but he might get sent off.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ugh.
That's the
And
thing
now
with
I'm 10 men
Richarlison,
down.
lad. He
It's
is a
like,
pothead.
and then he'll score like one good goal every once in a while, and everyone will be like, yeah, this guy's
how it goes,
Oh my
whoa.
God.
I'm getting frustrated a little bit with this game. It's 30 minutes in, we haven't had a clear chance yet
Not
at all.
one.
We're playing a
Everton-
proper low block.
Credit
This
to
has
Frank
not been an
Lampard.
easy game, lads.
We thought with the 4-man defence that
That's a
Everton
ball,
might be
lad,
looking
you know,
to
again,
press.
lad.
I was really worried about it. So I said
but
to you.
Seems like he's got the game plan spot
Yeah,
on,
he's
to
done
be
all
honest.
right, lad.
Oh, hey, someone make me a gif of that and send it to me.
I mean, he did run out to play, like, but still, it was good. There you go,
that-
lad. Bit
that'll
of
look
quality
good.
that we were
You're
talking
doing
about.
That'll
that
look
in your
good on a
cage, innit?
compilation, though.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
we'll do,
Cut it
yeah.
just before the ball
Andy
goes out of the
Gordon
line.
highlights. Yeah, it's true, lad. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you see, this is the issue. When Everton come
7
forward,
players there, lad.
when Everton come forward,
People are saying-
in between the gap, out it goes.
Oh, come on.
That's your best chance.
So far, and it wasn't even a proper chance, really. It was a half chance. So many men in front
I'd
of him.
finish
People are
that. No
saying
worries.
Jota over
top. Is
this a corner?
Richarlison any day of the week.
Is it a corner?
How much?
They're saying 40 million for Jota, 60 million, 65 million, 45 million. Yeah, around a 40 to 60 mark is what it seems like everyone's going for. 30 million for Richarlison, AOB says, and 60 million for Jota. So basically he's saying Jota's twice the player Richarlison is. And actually this is a great segue as well,
Oh,
because
lad,
this is
this
another
is
guy
doing
who
me
I
head
want to
in.
touch on.
See how long they're taking to do
Yeah,
everything?
of course. Take your time. This is what you're supposed to do.
Right,
This
I'm
chill.
I am
is
starting to
Everton's
get a little
perfect
bit,
game plan.
frustrated right now, lads.
I told you it would happen. I said.
Gus has sent in a super chat as well. and says-
91% possession! Scored a goal then! Scored a fucking goal then! innit?
Wow. Listen, in the last 10 minutes it says possession, 91% possession for Liverpool.
Lad, scored a goal then, innit?
Wow.
91%. I'm being spoilt, me lad. I've been absolutely spoilt by this team, lad. So the fact that we're 1-0 up after, not 1-0 up after half an hour is not that bad, really. But I'm so used to it. I want to go. I want to feel like this is going to
You want to scream and shout
Yeah.
and let it all out.
You actually, and you might not agree with this again, but you could possibly argue that the positions Everton have been in, if they had a better front three, they might have caused you more problems than we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
These balls over the top.
Speaking of your front three as well, Gus has sent a super
Go
chat
home,
and
go
very
home.
well said.
Oh,
If you want to talk overrated Everton players, let's talk about DCL. I swear every semi-decent English player is talked as the return of Christ by the media.
Yeah, they are, lad.
I could not agree so much more, because he's another criminal, I feel like, in this Everton process who what is it, 1 goal from open play. I know he's had his injury issues this year as well. But I feel like since maybe January last year, when the first half of that season he killed it and got the England call up, worked his way into the World Cup squad and everything. Since then, it's been crickets for him.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
Yeah, I think...
What's gone on there? Do you think...
So firstly, if you put the... Oh, what is that? If you put the ball in the box on Calvert-Lewin's nut, it is going in. Mm-hmm. He's got that leap. He's got that little bit of raw pace. He's physically enough. He get in front of a man and put the ball in the net. If you allow him to think, that's where a defender's going to get him, because he's not that capable.
He's not an instincts player.
No. So it's challenging because it depends on what way you play football as to what you're going to get out of Calvert-Lewin. Ancelotti knew how to do that, and he did for a period. Mm-hmm. Go on, play it.
Oh my God. Through ball, Decore's in. Oh, just
Dead
wide.
shot.
Good recovery there, just to put him off there.
Mad, that was a prop. That was
My
prop
God.
chance. That.
This is one danger that Liverpool play with their high line.
Yeah,
man.
we do. Like, we give teams chances. We always do.
Yeah, I remember against us, this is what we just kept
He was
capitalising on, how we got a 2-2.
Definitely onside as well. If he would have pulled
See,
his
if
head
he
up a
just
little
held
bit,
it there.
Yeah. Iwobi's on the...
To be fair, though, Van Dijk's clever
Do you
enough.
trust
he can do
Iwobi to finish that though?
Oh, no, lad. I don't know.
To be fair, look at the scuff on that.
It was
But
awful.
yeah,
The slice on that.
you were
want
saying
some
about...
He hit it into the
I want
floor.
some cake with that slice.
Well, sorry, you were saying with Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, it depends on the way that you play. If you're asking for a quick forward line, he's probably not your man. If you're going to throw a ball up to him, then yeah, he can do that job. He's been injured. He's had poor season. He's been injured, and I think at times he's mentally not quite there, because I think he gets on top of himself. I think the World Cup didn't help. He was put in this team. There was games where, as an Everton fan, I was thinking, throw him on. Throw him on. Harry Kane's coming too far deep. Put the ball in the box. Italy especially. I was sitting there going, put him on and just launch the ball up to him. But he didn't do that, and I think his confidence was severely affected by that. But look, you give him the ball in the right chances, he will fire. Mm-hmm. It just has to be the right
You just
team.
think his confidence is low at the minute.
And for real, I don't know how much he goes for, but we bought him for $1.5 million. So if we bought...
He's not even I've always thought he was a youth product.
No, we bought him from Sheffield United.
Yeah.
So we bought him for 1.5 million. If we get 25, 30, I'd be fine. And I suspect where he was being linked with teams like Arsenal and Man United and all of these other teams, I suspect it'll probably be someone like Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because I do think he's an upgrade on Chris Wood.
Yes, I said that. I think
And he's younger as well.
I think a team in the top 6, I think, is too much of a jump for him, because even at Everton, you've shown he can't really carry that mantle for a whole season by
I
himself.
mean, he scored 19 goals last season. He did a good job.
Yes, right, Mo. Fucking shrugged them off then.
But
Don't they look like total 90s, by the way, these new...
I was saying that on
They
the last
proper
stream.
do,
I
don't
said
they, lads?
they look like the old school total 90s,
I
man.
said
It's a
that
rip-off.
so much.
And they were the ones as well, weren't they? They
yeah,
were the
they were.
ones. Do you remember the silver ones as well?
With
Do
the
you
little-
remember?
with the black.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
see, yeah.
you lot are heritage. These are, I know you're my age mates. Oh.
For real.
Someone,
Yeah.
DJ Evil said DCL only seems to care about his modelling career and Sensodyne adverts.
And
Lol.
this is what
The way you said that as well, like,
And
it's like in court. Why are you crap? Well, apparently to the evidence here, it says he only cares about Sensodyne.
Was it Braun? That was it, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, look, I don't care what players do outside. His modelling career, what he wears, what he models. If anything, it's an opportunity. If Everton were playing well, it's an opportunity for Everton's brand to get out there more.
Yeah.
You want players to be commercially viable, but
Yeah.
the issue you have is, because he's been playing poor, it's allowed fans of Everton, of
think
different
he's not
teams,
being
to sort of
serious.
sit there and go, you don't care about the shirt, you don't care about being blue. And the problem is, he's not justifying it with goals.
What a tackle that was. Shut up, Richardson, lad.
Yeah, Greg, go on. Oh.
Yes.
I think DCL, this
Scrappy
summer,
game. Very, very scrappy.
this summer's definitely going to be an interesting one for Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, very scrappy game. But Calvert-Lewin, I think this summer has to make a call on his future, I feel like.
He either has to come back into Everton and smash it,
Yeah.
or he's got to
Clean
leave.
break.
Is Frank Lampard going to stay with you if you get relegated?
Who knows?
Who's going to be the manager to bring them back up, lad?
Dyche.
Yeah, it has to be.
Build it in his vision.
It's going to happen, innit? You can just
Evertonians.
see it, lads. You can
Yeah,
just
but
see it.
your issue is Farhad Moshiri will probably be like, let's go and get Philippe Cocu.
Yes, yeah.
No, I'm not saying I want that. I'm just saying like that's the way
that
Moshiri
happening as well.
works.
Yeah,
He just goes big name, or here's a little change. What we're gonna do?
It's out of touch, lad. That's the whole point. It's somebody
Ain't
that's
got
out
a clue.
of touch with football.
Ain't got a
lad.
clue.
Rafa Benitez, boss.
There was
20
a
years
reason.
ago.
There was a,
you know what I mean?
there
lad?
was a reason why, and I mean, look at our setting. But there's a reason why people like Usmanov and Farhad Moshiri were not given any power at Arsenal.
Yeah.
And that was because they
Bad
didn't
decision-makers.
know what they were doing when
Bad
it comes to
decision
football.
makers. Oh, sorry, I missed a super chat as well. United Man, he says, why go on a stream when you could be at the game, lads?
Oh, absolutely true, lad. But also,
I
this
can't.
is my
I
job,
couldn't.
lad,
I
at the same
couldn't.
time, you know what I mean? So, I won't get paid, lad.
I couldn't get a ticket for this game.
Yeah, one, tickets aren't as easy to get a hold of as you can. And then B, it's like, I don't know, everyone's situation is different.
I'm at the
Not
game loads,
everybody
lad.
can-
I'm at the game loads and loads, like, but this is also my job, lad.
Yeah,
so when
it's funny.
Yeah, when it's not on telly, lad,
He's
I'm at
watching
the
the
game.
stream. He should be at the game as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Good tackle, Thiago.
Yeah, I've gone to 15 home games this season,
Yeah,
and I travel from Birmingham.
sorry,
every
okay,
I
home
always
game.
say
Trust
these.
me.
I'm sorry.
When I know he said he's genuinely curious as well, but I always wonder when people ask questions like this. I'm like, you got to remember, there's only like 36,000 seats at the stadium.
Yeah.
Can't fit everyone in there.
Yeah.
Like literally, you cannot. So some people are gonna have to watch from home.
Especially when there's season tickets as well. It's in Liverpool, lad, you got loads of season ticket holders, lad, and they ain't letting that season ticket go.
I
You can't
always
even get
feel-
on a waiting list for a season ticket for Liverpool anymore.
And how you like absorb a game is different as well. I feel like when you watch it at home compared to when you watch it in a game.
It's so much better in the stadium. It's unbelievably better in the stadium. I totally agree, lad. The atmosphere, and you're with your clan,
absolutely,
lads.
yeah,
You're with your people, lad. You know?
100%. I feel like when I go to a game, it's more emotional. Like
Yeah.
I'm with every tackle, every.
It's like collective emotion, lad. It builds it up, lad. That's why it's more intense.
And because you're not hearing that kind of commentary, you're not kind of lost in what's happening in the middle of the game or whatever. You're just focused on, oh, he's got the ball. Okay, it's there now.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're at home, you're kind of literally absorbing and analysing and.
You can see a lot more, lad.
100%.
You see a lot more
It's
of the
a different
pitch.
view, yeah.
But also, when you go and watch it in the game, you can see how good these footballers actually are because you're on their level, lad. So a lot of times I've watched it, it's like pitch
That
height.
is different.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, these guys are
That is
special, you know.
different, yeah.
It's almost, and I don't know if this is the same from a Liverpool perspective, but from an Everton perspective, there's 12,000 people on the waiting list for season tickets.
Yeah.
And honestly, you need 19 away credits from the season before to get a ticket for away
Yeah, you
games.
need credits
So
and stuff
I
like that.
can't get away tickets, and I because I'm not a season ticket
This Richarlison again, lad.
I have to get tickets through my membership, through people that I know. Or
Yeah, people that I know is mostly
Yeah.
how I do it, lads.
Yeah, exactly.
Like me personally, I'll be honest, I prefer watching games from home. Like I've
Really?
got because the thing is, well,
I mean-
where I've moved to as well, it's a bit of a trek now going to see the team.
I mean, same for
I'm
me,
like-
lad, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, it's like, if I go up there, I lose 2-hour journey back. I'm down 100 and something pounds.
Whoa.
Why
You got to
does
see
Richarlison
that?
go down like that?
Lad, this is bad. You know, actually, Richarlison just had the ball, yeah, and then he passed out from that, lad. This isn't cool, actually.
Oh shit!
He literally ran in and just fell over, lad.
Have they got the medics?
Yeah.
Shit, I
him
hope
off.
he's all right, like. That was proper head injury, that one, like
I
a
wouldn't
proper.
even risk that one. If anyone falls
you know what
or
it is?
collapses on the pitch,
He hit it on the top of his head, lad, yeah. When you head the ball, and these balls can be
Your
rock
brain is
solid,
just
you just,
zogging
Trent,
it, yeah.
Trent's just rattled it at you, lad. It's gonna, that's pain, man. Jeez.
Sim1 says, I prefer it at home. There's no commentary in the stadium.
I can be at my own commentator, lad. All the fans of the
Ethan
commentary.
Matthew says, sit in the house, free food, gang of people in the house to watch the game with is what I like. That's how I'm like. I think comfort,
Yeah, I get
eat my food, I can analyse the game
I
properly.
love the game, mate.
Because what ends up happening when I go
I
to
thought
the
the ref was
stadium,
about
yeah,
to take
did I,
bowling.
yeah.
I thought you were.
I love it at the game, lad. I absolutely adore it.
Do you know what? I'm not
Do you know what
going
ends
to
up
lie.
happening though? I always end up watching the game again when I go home.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, lad. You watch it,
I could have just done this in the
watch it
first
twice,
place.
lad. I do that as well. As soon as I get home, watch the highlights, lad.
I'm not going to lie. 42 minutes in, I can't believe we haven't conceded.
He's a
Hey,
good
they were
brilliant,
saying
lad.
6 or 7 nils.
You've been
Look
brilliant,
at
lad.
this.
I told you Liverpool don't like a low block. You're giving us no space anywhere to do fuck all with, lad. And it also leaves us open to the counter.
Anza Cam has already messaged us and
Where's
said,
the
Lord
remote?
Origi,
Where's the remote?
please save us.
We need the remote.
Teddy's going off. 50 seconds.
90%.
Oh my lord.
Half of your-
Teddy's going.
Oh, might just be actually pressing just one of them volume buttons on the side, maybe.
Let me just give it a little. Sorry, the firm.
Oh, now we got issue.
There you
Oh, whoa!
Easy.
There he is. You can
He
see
needs
he's been here.
production,
He's been here
word
more than me.
production.
He knows. He knows. Oh, come on. Keep it tight until
Come on,
Oh,
Salah,
no.
give us something.
That was a waste, that lad.
man.
Poor this has been from Liverpool. We've been a bit lackadaisical, lad. Like, oh, the goal will come. And we haven't sort of been intense like we want to be.
You lot need to bring on your new franchise player, in my opinion.
Diaz.
The guy who's
And do you know what's mad? We almost signed him in August.
Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
Guess
Honestly,
what?
they could bring that up on. They could bring that up on Google. James Rodriguez.
So
We've
did
had
we, bro.
86% possession for this
48
half.
hours later, they came and bid half the price and actually got him.
Look at them stats, right? We've had 385 passes, 86% possession, 90% of it's been...
Two shots
Look how
for
many
Liverpool,
passes we've made.
3 shots
I
for...
know. That's
63
madness, lad.
passes.
That's what I'm saying, lad. Mad. You've only had 63 passes. That's ridiculous.
63 passes and more shots.
But look,
That's
we've had more shots. Yeah, way!
Ridiculous, lad.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
This has been a bit mad from Liverpool, you know, I'm not going to lie. Maybe the lack of players.
Honestly, if we get a point out of this from an Everton perspective, that's huge.
Dreadful for us, though.
Yeah, of course it is.
Awful for us, that's...
It probably,
Prem's gone then, lad.
it
Prem's
probably
gone.
ends your league chase, doesn't it?
It does, lad, yeah. So that's why we need to bulk up our ideas here, lad, and get some goals, because...
Wouldn't that be something to at least take home if you got relegated? Hey, at least we spoiled Liverpool's party, eh?
Oh, don't be
We did it a
saying
few
that,
years
Fuad,
ago.
lad.
We did it a few years ago because
That might
we
be
drew
something to
0-0
play
at
for.
Goodison Park a few years ago and they lost the league by a point or something to Man City.
Yeah.
But, no disrespect, it
Oh,
shouldn't be what our
Charleston, lad.
season's about. Do you know what I mean?
I swear this fella is just on the floor every 2 seconds, you know. I know he is.
I need him to get up now to be that man.
You know, there, get up. Honestly, mate. Jeez.
Yeah, well done.
I told you about the dark arts, didn't you? I told you they were going to be doing all this, lad.
Up we come, son. We need you to chase down. Get
He's
up.
holding his head again, even though he's got hold of his ankle. Like, shut up, lads. Come on.
Come on, Richie.
Oh,
He gave it the
get
peek over.
up.
Get up, man.
Even your own team are, like, not even asked about you, lad.
Get.
He's just going to foul someone just so the game stops. There you
Look,
go.
there it is. That's a yellow
I
card,
love
though,
the
innit?
Corey, man.
Yellow card, though.
What? It's all kicking off.
Sorry,
It's
red
all
on a
kicking
yellow,
off.
red on a yellow, red
Why
on a
is
yellow, red on a
Pickford
yellow.
running out? Pickford, why are you there? What are you doing? Look, Pickford loves it too much, I swear. He's just, do you know what Pickford is?
Arm spot comes in like
Pickford is-
McGregor, innit?
Pickford is, you know that This Is England kid?
Yeah.
That's him all
that
grown
is,
up.
yeah. Half decent in goal. Boss for England, crap for Everton. Oh, Anthony Gordon,
Anthony
lads.
Gordon's having
Yeah,
none
the
of it.
thing is, Gordon and Robbo, that is like, if they were on the same wing, that would be
Deadly.
tremendous.
Coleman's telling his players, I mean, the ref's telling Coleman to tell his players, lad, because this is the one thing I was worried about with Everton. They're just going to kick us. That's what they're going to do, lad. They do it all the time. When they're getting beat, they just kick. Look, he's got a sore knee. He hasn't got a sore head, lad. He's got a sore knee. So, like, you don't. The rule is you don't stop play unless it's a head injury. Simple as that. He's been on the floor about 5 times this game already. He's like the boy who cried wolf, that type of kid, lad. You know, that's a yellow card, that lad, blatant.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought he dragged the ref, you know.
Yeah. That's risky getting in a ref's face like that,
The
man.
problem, oh,
got nothing
so he's
to
out
argue.
for the next game now, isn't he?
Lads,
5 yellow
he's got
cards.
nothing to argue about
Yeah.
there, lads.
Chelsea.
He's got nothing to argue about, brother. I'm sorry, you can't be
No,
doing that.
this happened to us with Leicester at Goodison on Wednesday. So I get how you're feeling, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Because Leicester come to Goodison, made it horrible,
Yeah.
dragged it out, took a 1-0 lead.
Sadio's just got a yellow as well. What for?
Listen, he's backing his teammates, man.
Heavy,
Can't
lad.
be wrong with that.
I heard he was fighting big, man.
What the fuck, lad? Stupid things like that, lad, ruin the game. And that's just what you're just going to do all game now, to take the momentum out of us.
Calm down, man. Calm down. You're
Yeah, but
fasted,
your other
man, brother.
issue
You're
you have
fasted.
is Liverpool utilise this now. They take that aggression.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? Now we're going to cause some significant issues.
Oh, that's why you got a
Oh,
yellow.
there you go. That's what
Because
Mane
he
did.
pushed Alan away in his face.
Alan's not one to really start off with, though. He's a bit.
Yeah,
of a
man,
pit
he's
bull,
hard as
bruv.
well, though, lad. Believe me.
He's the last one I'm messing with on the
brass
Everton.
here.
Bruv, he looks like a cartel dealer, man.
Yeah, this is a scrappy, horrible game of football. And
I'm
this is
telling
what,
you, this
But this
this
is
isn't
horrible.
this isn't a
Horrible.
Rigi special.
You've
is
got a
Everton
free
of old.
kick now, midway in our half. This is horrible.
Fucking shit, this. Come on, Liverpool,
2
get a goal.
minutes. We've already had 2 minutes. What are you doing, blow now?
Come on, get a goal. Richardson, you little muppets, you're all right. Look at you. Sprinting back on the pitch
easy.
like not even happened, Sammy.
Chill it out. Chill it out.
Ah, lads.
Half time.
This
Come
is
on.
going to be horrible, this.
Come on.
This game
Lampard's going to be over the moon.
Oh, Klopp and Lampard are going to fight each other again, aren't they?
Lad Klopp's like 6.
remember
Remember that lockdown? Yeah.
Oh, that's poor, that.
Crap first half from Liverpool.
Yeah, let's see if I can do it again.
This is so mad.
Man United
The
stream
first
is
game was
mad.
like this as well.
Here we go.
Stale in the first half, and then
You know-
second half, last 10 minutes, it all went crazy.
You know how you can tell someone's overweight? When they can do this.
This is, hey. This is how, hey, this is
I love how that's the indicator. Oh man.
You know what? My God.
It's better than watching this game, like, I'll tell you that, lads.
That's going to get
Fuck's
clipped
sake.
viral. It's gonna be like, big fat Everton fan.
Oh.
Crap this.
Come on, man. Give us some goals. Come on,
Feel bad for
Give us
Fuad
some
because you just have
goals.
to watch that board as well with
Oh,
Chelsea
man.
and West Ham.
Look at the entertaining we're generating.
Absolutely none. Just popcorn throwing.
Hey!
Popcorn keep you up. He's in the second half or
Yeah,
something.
man.
Competition. I think we can blow half time now, personally.
You're on the attack, lad.
I'd
Yeah, he's like, blow half time, we're not going to do that.
scrap that.
If you score
Let's
this
keep
now,
going.
lad, oh
Let's have
my
another
God.
minute. Let's
Imagine
get our
Doing
percentage.
it.
Let's get our possession up to 10 seconds. 10%.
Yeah, he's blew the whistle. There you go.
There we go.
Crap.
0-0.
Klopp is running to that dressing room.
Shit.
He's
That's
getting them
been the
vocals ready. La 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 la.
I hope he's getting ready like this, lad. Going, you ready, boys? Yeah.
Hey!
Lad.
Oh,
Licks it
man.
free with what?
Listen,
Boom!
half-time players are going in now. 0-0. Not much action. And I'm not even sure I can recall a shot on target. Liverpool absolutely dominating possession. And honestly, not much to talk about. But Doyle, talk me through. What's your thoughts on that first half?
It was exactly what I thought. Well, not exactly what I thought. It was me worst ideas of the game coming to fruition, lad. That's what it was. It was us being complacent because we played Man United, who gave us so much space and time and space in behind. Now playing an Everton side that actually are fighting for something, for survival. They haven't got the best quality, but they can definitely hit us on the counter. You can see it. They've had much more shots than us, and we've had 86% possession.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, lad. This has been lackadaisical. The only thing I can say now is, usually we don't score a lot of early goals. The last few games that we've played have been quite, we've been spoilt in the first half.
Yeah.
So I just hope to come out in the second half and get a goal, because if we don't, lads, it's over. Premier League's gone, lad.
You saying this game does not finish and win your title race is over pretty
Yeah, man.
much.
Yeah. City or City, lad. Like,
I'd agree with that.
reality is, it's not in our hands already. We need them to drop points, lad. Yeah?
Yeah.
If we can't get our goal difference up in this game and we can't get 3 points, it's over. Absolutely, lad.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough. That's honest assessment.
You can probably swallow a point because there's only a point in it, which
No.
means it's one game if you get what I mean. So
Yeah.
Man
Yeah, I
City-
know, but still, no, I don't want it.
No, of course you don't, but you can almost, you probably can live loot dropping 1 point.
Yeah, but then that means that they've got to lose a game.
Yeah,
rather than
yeah.
How
That's
are
it.
you feeling after that half? Because
From the
on the other end, yeah, no problem. On the other end, it looks like Lampard's game plan is kind of working. I think pre-game we were thinking maybe he's going a little bit offensive, kind of press them. But no, he's getting bodies behind the line, counter-attacking. And I know, obviously, you lot have only had 13% possession, it says here.
I mean, that's shocking,
But
isn't it?
it seems like it's working.
And
And against Liverpool, let's be honest, everyone in the chat even was predicting 6-7-0s, but sure thinking kind of after that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, like, I'm guilty of it, and there'll be lots of Everton fans that will be guilty of it. We went into this game expecting, if not very little, next to nothing. And what Lampard has proved is that he does actually have this tactical ability to actually read games. Like, he sets up different for different teams. And he's done it today against Liverpool when I thought he was going to be very expansive, very high press. But actually, he's not. He's making sure that all 11 are behind the ball. It was high press the first 10, 15 minutes, but then he settled us back, allowed Liverpool to have the ball. Yeah. Fine. That's worked. What tends to happen is we come unstuck in second halves because that tiredness works in. You know, we haven't had a lot of the ball, which means we've chased a lot of the ball. So,
what do you think you need to do then in that second half to kind of keep that kind of momentum going?
We've got to hope that the players have got the fitness to keep this up, because Liverpool haven't looked like they can score. Yeah. Albeit they've had these moments, and look, we all know the quality that a Thiago's got outside the box, a Trent Alexander. We know all of this. But if we can keep ourselves behind the front three of Liverpool, they can't get in behind us, which nullifies it. Which means if we're going to stop them, the best way of stopping them is getting to have pop shots from outside our box and hope that Pickford can save these.
And set pieces as well. I feel like you lot should maybe try and aim for those. Maybe, as you said, you lot have been winning kind of a lot of free kicks in dangerous areas. And that's what we've been doing. We've been going long.
Anthony Gordon, Richarlison, either wing. We've been going long. We've been using Iwobi to carry the ball. We've used Amari Gray to utilise to the right-hand side of the pitch. And we've allowed Robertson and Trent to be sucked in and then essentially go round them and cause these counter-attack opportunities. And you'd possibly argue the best chance of that half was Doucouré's.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Which was a counter-attacking move because Robbo was out of position. So, look, more of that in the second half. My issue is...
Any changes, maybe?
No, not at the minute.
Okay.
Not at the minute.
I think Liverpool could do with a change or two, not yet. Maybe in the 60th minute.
And this is the issue. This is the issue Everton have. Look at the changes you can make.
Diaz comes on, lad, and he'll be electric when he comes on, so I'm looking forward to that.
Zavok, Origi.
Divock. Comes on. If he scores...
Is he even on the bench?
Yeah, he is. Origi's on the bench. Jones, Diaz.
I mean, Jones has scored past
even
us
if you
as
want to change out wide.
Jones has scored past us.
Lad, I just want this second half to start already. I can't bother with this half time now, lad. I'm so frustrated by that first half. I'm like, just get the fucking second half going, lads.
Shannon like a...
Crap that.
One of them little rings, and we try and mega each other.
Honestly, it's been a tough watch this first half.
Yeah,
but
it's been a tough day for you.
Listen,
you need to be asking
I'm
for payroll, you know.
I make conversations out of anything.
Yeah, let's get Robbie on the phone. Robbie!
But no, honestly, I think Everton have done really well to keep it 0-0. I think coming into this game, massive underdogs. The form hasn't exactly been great, even
with the worst away form in the league.
Literally
6 points away from home all season.
Coming to Anfield, I'm sorry, it's never easy. Liverpool obviously haven't. I don't feel like hit past second gear.
No, we haven't.
Really and truly, I think the front line, they always seem to kind of do this, where first half they'll lull a little bit their way through it, and then Klopp will either wring their heads at half time, or Diaz, someone will get introduced. Yeah, someone will get introduced, and then the gears start clicking all of a sudden. So I don't doubt Liverpool will wake up at some point, but it'll be interesting to see how Everton try and maintain this standard, because it's tough.
They're not tough.
See, this is it. Look, Robbo's out of position.
Yeah.
Doucouré's running through.
Great ball that as well.
The thing is as well, you know, when you're playing a low block, you're chasing the ball a lot, but you're actually not running as much as you would be if you're playing attacking football and you're trying to press as much, you know. So these aren't even going to get as tired as they really would.
That was a stupid yellow card. Yeah, that was a stupid yellow card.
Sounds like a teammate and a get it, but it's a silly way to do it, lad.
Oh, and I can't stand him commentating on this. I can't.
Oh man.
I just think his ideas of football are just a little bit old at times, and it's not. I'm not digging. Look, he was a great in football terms. He was a great, but as a pundit, I can't stand.
Do you know what kills me the most? How often I see him calling for players out. Oh my God! Is he trying to eat Mane's fingers, or is Mane trying to force feed him his fingers? I don't know what was going on there.
What are you doing now?
Listen, that's some after hours stuff, yeah.
Yeah, let me pick that for you.
Crap. I'm just hoping we can pick it up in the second half now and get some goals. I need something to celebrate, because It's over otherwise. Remember Man City looking at this first half like, ooh.
Everton won this fixture as well last season. 2-0.
Yeah, no, but last season was last season, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That was when you lot had only half a team, right?
Yeah.
It was mad
Literally.
actually as well because you went that 7-game
And was that
losing
during
streak
that-
at Anfield, wasn't it?
Was that
Was
during
it
that-
7 games or 6 games straight defeat to Anfield?
Something like that. I
Mad
remember. Was it
was.
during that period?
Yeah.
I remember even Burnley caught them.
Burnley. West Brom got a draw.
Oh, we got to catch you on your bad days, though. You're having too many good ones.
Yeah.
Different
Such a
team now.
contrasting, yeah, we had such a contrasting season. Remember at the start of this season, yeah, everyone was like, Man United's got a better team. Yeah, they're going, you haven't seen the full team of Liverpool yet at all. And then we got Diaz in, it was just like, you know what I mean? I've just sat here
Things
now
have
like,
changed.
remember this? Remember when Man United were going to win the league? Do you remember that? Madness. And now it's just Liverpool and City dominant still.
What trophy would you prefer come end of the season? Or obviously you're still en route for the quadruple. Do you genuinely believe there's a genuine chance for all 4? If not, which ones are you taking?
I think it's a genuine chance for the treble. The Premier League is in City's hands, and when things are in their hands, they usually win unless it's the Champions League. But if it come down to picking them, and we get Man City in the Champions League final, lad, I will lose this Premier League every day to stop them winning a Champions League, lad. Every day.
Yeah?
As long as they don't win a Champions League, I'm all right with Liverpool and the success that we've had while they've been playing, because we've caught them. We've been the only team to show them. Been the only team that can beat them.
But would you not worry then in league aspects, for example, over the past 5 years, people will say, oh yeah, you might have won 2 Champions Leagues, but they've been the better team because over
I'd laugh at them and go, how many
got
cups
4
is-
titles.
I'd say, great lad,
titles,
how
that
many
is.
Champions Leagues has your club got? Probably none, because it's the hardest cup to win. We've got 7, kid. So,
Let's talk about
you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd say, lad. I'd just literally say, Champions League's the hardest cup to win. Man City, the best team in the world. Why haven't they got one? It's the hardest thing to
You know
win.
what?
I think Champions League requires that slice of luck as well.
Yeah.
But I do think the Premier League is harder to win because you've got to be better over 38 games. I think and especially with the standard you two have set, it's almost like you can't lose a game.
So why haven't
You
City won the
can't-
Champions League?
Because you need that slice of luck, and I always feel like they've
So
missed
Liverpool
that.
have won
I
6
feel
Champions
like Pep
Leagues
has
because of luck.
overthunk it in the final last season when Gundogan, who's been your best goal scorer midfielder, all of a sudden you play him number 6 on an island by himself. And
So what you're
and
telling me then is...
before that they've had the Mbappe debacle, the Leon debacle. Like there was always just something missing for them. I feel like, but from a league aspect and domestically, you can't question them. You can always say.
What I can say
but
is...
I think the reason why I'm saying like I think the league might be more important for you lot this year, especially, is because this era is almost going to be remembered as like Liverpool's best era.
Yeah,
And
it will be.
You want more than just one league title in there. Like someone was just joking in the comment there, oh, Liverpool only have 1 league title, same as Blackburn, and it's like, rah,
We
when
haven't
you
though,
think
we've
of that,
got
like
20.
only 1 Premier League
We've
title.
got 20 of them, lad, like we do.
No,
Like,
count
the
the
football
Division
existed
ones,
before the
baby.
Premier League.
Only these babies over here.
Otherwise, Champions League didn't exist before that. Otherwise, everyone's clubs didn't exist before that. Otherwise, Man United are not the big successful team they are.
Football didn't exist pre-1991, in case you didn't know.
This is Liverpool winning the Champions League, lad. Like I said, if City were this good, lad, they'd win a Champions League, but they haven't because they're missing something that Liverpool have got. Do you know, one thing that City have got that Liverpool didn't was money. So don't tell me, lad, that the Premier League's the harder thing to win when they've got unlimited funds to buy any player they want at any point. They can do what they want in the league, lad. They can't win cups though, because that takes something else.
Fair.
Genuinely, lad, I feel like there's no competition. The way Liverpool have built their club is the way a club should be built. The way City have built their club is everything that's terrible about football. On the pitch, fantastic. Wonderful manager, lad. Wonderful players. Recruitment's good. But they also, outside of football, awful. Genuinely just awful. Everything that is bad about football is what happens in City, PSG, Chelsea. And we're seeing the chickens coming home to roost with Chelsea. Same with Newcastle right now, lad. Everything is terrible outside of the football pitch for Man City.
Yes.
Liverpool, it's both sides, lad. And I know people will think I'm arrogant saying that, but I'm not speaking lies, lad. This is truth. We've bought players for 30 million and made them into the best.
No, 100%.
We haven't just spent 60 mil, 50 mil, 40
Facts.
mil.
I've always said you lot are a blueprint of how to build your club from if you were kind of just stragglers behind or whatever, and you want to become those contenders, get yourself a quality manager, sign smartly, and then when you get to a point where you're bubbling, add the quality of Alisson, Van Dijk, that world-class talent that you need on top of that. And Gus here,
What you did, and you did it very well, is you bought players that
Fit
had
our
a
system.
point to prove.
Yeah.
Mane, can he
Great
cut it
shout.
at a top team?
Yeah.
Salah, He didn't do it at Chelsea, wanted to prove it in the Premier League. You go back and get him, he proves his point. Van Dijk, Southampton, can he be a top 4 defender? And all of a sudden, you've got all of these players that have gone into Liverpool with a manager that also had to prove a point. He did it with Dortmund in Germany. Can he do it in the best league in the world? And he did. And that is exactly why, when you sit there, and it pains me to say this, you can't argue with the recruitment at Liverpool. We no longer can sit here and take the piss.
And I think people question like FSG, they're not backing Klopp over the last year or so. But over the last maybe 12, 18 months, you've seen this almost slow rebuild in the background. Kanate just slipped in there. Thiago just slipped in there. Okay, Diaz there. Okay, Jota there. All right, we'll get Carvalho for next season there. And before you know it, they've got this under 23 backup squad that you haven't even realised that they've been building. It's incredible.
I would argue that what Klopp's done at Liverpool is a much bigger achievement than what Pep's done at Man City. Man City were winning the Premier League before Pep even turned up at their club, lad. They were fantastic, they were playing good football. They had a few weaknesses because they didn't have the best managers. You got the best manager, he made them a solid team, but they were still winning Premier Leagues because they had that resource and the money and the pot to just dip into whenever they wanted. We weren't. We haven't won the Premier League for 30 years, lad. Klopp came in when we were terrible. We were awful, lad. He come in and he made a team into a world beater, lad. That is something that no other manager at this moment in time, other than Sir Alex Ferguson and Wenger, does, lad. It's not like Pep, who has all the resources. I will passionately defend that Klopp. I will passionately defend it as what he's done is a bigger achievement. It goes to show that even if you don't have the best money in the world, you can still compete with these teams that do. Because if you've got good coaches, lad, and you've got good players who all believe in it, with the fans, lad, you can win stuff. And I truly believe that. I'll wholeheartedly say it every time, lad.
Fair play.
I'm really passionate.
Listen, I hear that as well, because I've always respected Klopp because of those projects he's been able to build. I respected it when he did it at Dortmund. And when he went to Liverpool, I questioned, can he do it again? And he's done it and taken it to another level of what he did beyond Dortmund. Second half's just about to kick off as well. Let me get some quick prediction updates as well.
Liverpool need a big second half. It better be 2-0, lad, because I'm not going to be happy with
2-0.
I still think we lose this game.
Yeah, but not by 3 now.
Not by 3.
Having said that, this has been one of the hardest games of the season so far in terms of defensive performance from these guys. We've had 92% of the ball and 2 shots.
This is massive for us because we are so poor away from home. Even if we lose this game at this point, which obviously will gut us, it will. We're still within 2 points of Burnley with this game in hand. And we can use this as a blueprint. We can use this as you know what, we played really well here. We stopped arguably the best team in the world.
No, fair play, honestly. There's definitely something to walk away with. Just some super chats here as well. Gus says, as a Madrid fan, I agree 100% with Doyle. Protect the champs from being stained by clubs built by oil money. It was stained twice already by Chelsea.
No PSG. Chelsea have already done it, lad. We don't want that again. No PSG, no City, no Champions League, lad, for them ever. I think everyone can agree on that.
Yeah.
Out.
Khalid Hussein says commentators are calling Everton embarrassing.
Which is fine. I ain't bothered.
I can understand. But these commentators, if you're not playing champagne football, they're not,
they don't
giving you any credit.
All, lad,
I don't like the way the media do that. Like, Jose gets villainized, Simeone gets villainized, but when they produce results, they're seen as like, they're maverick characters, aren't they?
Who remembers Sam Allardyce for West Ham sticking 11 men behind the ball for 95 minutes against Chelsea and Allardyce going,
I can't take it. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not being funny. If we walk out this game, which I highly doubt we will, but if that happens, I will take it.
No, 100%.
I will not take it, lad. I will be gutted.
Mersey sent in a super chat as well. He said, Liverpool made organic success.
Yes.
It deserved respect.
Yes, brother.
Organic.
Not synthesised, fabricated money. Shite, lad. And we did spend money. We did. Everyone will say, you spent 150 million. But you know what we made that money from? Coutinho. It was Barcelona. Go and tell them, lad. They're the ones that paid a stupid price. And we went, okay, take them. We'll buy these 2 world-class players with it instead.
You strengthened the 2 areas you needed most, which was defence and goalkeeper. And
best decision we ever done was...
Listen, I agree. You lot's project has been incredible, but I still think Prem is unlucky.
Sorry, lads.
That's right, you keep...
Unlucky. Kate took a pot shot there, just over the bar.
Yeah, so I hear about all the Premier League stuff, I do. And deep down, Premier League's probably the hardest to win if the playing ground is level, but it's not. And that's the reason why I don't think that it's Champions League's harder. Like,
Do you think it's a bit of? Do you think that the Premier League's a bit of a farmers' league now?
A bit of a
farmers' league.
Well, Liverpool and Man City have been dominant for 5 years, like, so it was going to happen, and it was Manchester United and Arsenal for a very long time, lad.
Yeah.
You're always going to have the dominant teams. The reality is, in the Premier League, I think out of the 30 Premier Leagues or something, most of them have been Liverpool. One of them has been Liverpool. I'm saying most of them, fucking hell. Most of them have been United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and
Man City.
and then
For
you've
me,
got Man
just
City.
as long as there's a race at the top, it's not a farmers' league. As
Yeah.
long as there's a title race at the top.
And that's-
For me,
that's
a
boss.
farmers' league is
Yeah,
when
yeah.
essentially one team has strolled away with
PSG.
it
Yeah.
by February,
And
and
it's
then
boring.
the others are just kind of, fill in the blanks and fighting for the rest of the spaces.
Agreed. I love that's exactly what I agree with. Yeah, because this is a great title race. We always
Yeah.
Liverpool and City are part bar last
Yeah,
season.
well done, Mickey.
And let's not forget, please let's not forget, Chelsea fans were heavily throwing them in the mix at the start of the season.
Absolutely. And
European champions, yeah, we're coming for that. We got
Oh,
Lukaku
as
now,
soon as they signed Lukaku, I thought they were going to win
And
the
now
league.
they're talking about clearances and let's flog the whole squad. Huh?
I mean, let's be rightly so. Like at the start of the season, they were putting in gritty performances
They were top of the league when they
to be champions, lad. Yeah, you don't just play champagne football. Sometimes you win when you're crap. Yeah, that's what you have to do,
They're
lad.
crap all the
And
time.
Chelsea were doing that the first half of the season, but they've been caught out the second half, lad. So I
We
knew
need
it was
to
going to happen with
slow this
Chelsea.
down.
I knew it was going to happen at some point. I really did.
I need to slow this down because you've started quite well there.
Yeah, we need to keep going with this intensity, lad, because we're letting you slow this game down. I don't care. Mo Salah's done that all game. Have you noticed that?
What's that?
He stood
Do
next
nothing.
to Pickford. You bastard. Oh, fair play. I can't even
You
say
walked
it.
into that.
I can't
You
even
walked into that.
Oh, fair play, lad. I can't even... Salah, make him wrong, lad. You know what I mean? I can't argue for you, lad.
You see, do you know what's a bit
There
weird?
he is, Diaz.
Yeah, he's just getting warmed up, lad. Going, lad, I'm
man.
coming for you. You there, lad. What's his name? Michalenko, lad.
It's weird because, like, even from that goal kick, look where that goal kick has put us. I mean, yeah, we've lost the ball, but look where it put us. It put us in the last 30 yards of your half. It's like...
Even Thiago's defending was stylish then. Did you see that? He like got shouldered off the ball and then done like some pirouette, lad, and then tackled.
See, this is
Isn't
where
it?
this is where Everton will have issues
Oh, what's going on with
Thiago's
the
such a-
TV?
when it
I don't even
opens
know.
up.
Elegant is the word. I don't know if...
Yeah,
There
we're
needs-
diving
there
in now.
needs to be a new word.
Stay in.
We're diving in. This
See,
block
look.
needs to come back.
Nabi.
Well done. Oh, Richard, go on. Out
This
you go.
game, that's been this game.
Go on,
Oh.
go on, he won't be son. Go on.
Hey, Iwobi made it.
Right.
Shit.
Come on, now where's
Cut
the bodies
inside,
to
cut
support?
inside.
Where's the
Turn-
bodies to
Come
support?
on, come on. Oh,
He's going
what
to go
is
for
that?
Massive, lad.
That is why
Brilliant.
people get frustrated with Iwobi. Right there.
Do you know what
Yeah.
annoys me?
Make
about
a decision and go for it.
Yeah.
Instead,
35
he's just stumbling.
35 yards out, he does something and beats a man, but when he gets into the penalty box, he's like his brain turns to
Yeah.
fucking mushy peas.
Mushy peas. Mushy peas. Go on, Thiago, lad. Just someone do something.
Hey.
This game is
Even the
frustrating.
Thiago passes
Shit,
aren't coming
ain't it?
off.
Come on in.
He's
Come on
been
in.
fucking brilliant all game. that
Can
little
we
bastard,
get
lad.
some... Oh, man. Nobody's
Oh, it's
supporting
gone,
when the
man.
runner
That's
makes this,
fucking
man.
poor.
He's brilliant, isn't
You
he?
know me, easy.
He's fucking brilliant.
Anthony Gordon,
He's
man.
good, lads. He's
Quality.
been fucking
Oh,
boss all game.
Anthony Gordon. Oh, Anthony.
Come on, don't moan, Richarlison. All you do is moan, lad. Oh, he actually never that time. Fair play to him, lad. He heard me, lad. He was like, shut up.
Fucking
Fair
hell.
play. Yeah.
Oh, man.
This game's been so frustrating. and
It's
boring.
hard because the longer it goes on, the more I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
The
because
more
he's
you
getting
just
closer.
want to get a point at the end
And
of
this,
it.
it's the worst for me, lad. I'm getting more and more frustrated with this, lad. You can see it now, the way I'm talking.
I
'cause
would
this is-
start stressing if I was you when the subs have come on and you're still not scoring.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think you right now,
Yeah,
it's just,
da,
you're
da,
still
da,
trying to
da,
figure
da,
out the Rubik's Cube.
Come on, the Reds! It's going to looks like it's going to be a 1-2-0
He's
though.
been good today.
He has,
Mikalenko.
We talked about him, didn't we?
He can defend, like he's proven he can defend.
Salah, break free from his shackles.
Oh.
What's the Salah song? What is it? It's an old catchy Beatles tune, isn't it? Bro?
Mo Salah.
We've got Salah.
Mo Salah. Nah, remember that
Oh,
one.
money.
Bobby Firmino. Oh, we saw Coutinho.
That was actually so
we
sick.
Lad, we've got Liverpool. I'm not even joking.
No,
lad, we have
man,
some of
that
the
was a
best
quality
songs, There's a new one called Jürgen Klopp, lad, and it's fucking amazing on the cop.
Do you know one thing I respect though? I like how Firmino's accepted this new role of impact guy.
Yeah.
Bench warmer.
I'll bench warmer. I'll play any minutes, and I think he
Impact
kind of knew it was coming last season when he didn't deliver the goals and the other two still were.
Yeah.
Because previously, I think he was
And
still
Jota
chipping
was.
in. Yeah, Jota was as well. That's been a massive difference. But I worry he might fall further and further down the pecking order now, man.
Oh shit! Look at yous! Look at yous! Look at yous!
Get
Come on,
the ball
then.
under control.
Come on,
play
play
it
it
now!
Run!
Back post.
Chop!
Hey,
No,
that's a penalty.
Oh,
I can hear a penalty for that, you know.
It's a little bit of a... He's having a look.
Anthony Gordon, no. Anthony Gordon is waiting for a hand on his back, lad. He's waiting for it so he can throw himself over.
Nah, I
Watch,
can't lie,
lad.
that looked a penalty.
That's not
to
a
me.
pen, that lad. Never
That
a
looked a
pen.
little bit of a penalty to me.
Nah,
Look
where's
at-
the pen, lads?
He
no,
went like that to
no,
him,
no,
man.
no pen there, lad.
He ain't giving
I
it
like
a lot.
Matip though, man. So I
He ain't
allow
giving
it.
it.
That was
I
never
think
a pen,
Matip
lad.
was one of the most underrated centre backs in the world.
It's because he was injured for a very long time, lad. He had legs made of crisp. This is not a penalty.
Bro, I also don't think he's aesthetically pleasing.
That
A
is not a
6 foot
penalty, I'm sorry.
Gangly guy with a receding hairline, nah, man.
No, yeah, he's not, lad. But he's
But Van
effective.
Dijk, oh, look at his aura. Isn't he so cool?
It's not a pen, lad.
Do you know what? I reckon if that was the other way around,
Oh. It wouldn't be, lad.
If that was
It
me,
just
now,
wouldn't.
if that was me now, pen.
I'm just saying. Arsenal fans, you know, if that was Xhaka, what would they say?
Red card.
Yes, Pickford, well done. Go on, Mickey, go on.
Hey, man.
It's fine.
Sorry if my stomach grumbles are coming through the mic.
Are you hungry,
Mate,
Fuad?
you've been on for
Have
4
some
hours
popcorn,
at
lad.
this
Do you want some
point.
popcorn, brother?
Yeah, do you want some popcorn?
I'm good.
Out it goes. Out. Oh. Go on in, play him there. What is that?
Oh shit, that was a shank. Lad,
Go.
oh my god.
Your high line is actually in the opposition half. It's not
Do you-
even in your own
Do you know
half.
what this is? If this was like Everton were better, I'm not going to say it's a Villa from last season because we're not, but that's how dangerous you're playing with this high line. If Everton were better players, you'd be in trouble a bit more.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this is the thing, though. We're still literally about to win loads of different.
Literally,
These
everyone's
tactics,
saying
lad, that we implement.
That's what
he
I'm
made
talking
no
about.
attempt to play
It's
for the
fine.
ball. It should be a penalty, people are saying.
I don't think it should be, lad.
Liverpool in full effect.
This Liverpool shite. It's not a pen, lad. I'm sorry, it's not. He threw himself on the deck as quickly as he possibly could, lad. He felt a little hand on him and was like, bye.
I don't know.
And then
I
he
think-
runs, he does this, lad. He cuts across his body on purpose so he can do that, lad.
I
It's
think
blatant,
that. I mean, I'm biased.
It's
but I
a
think
tight
that could
one,
have
but
been a
I
pen.
personally, I could see that given as a. Oh my God,
We
he's
are-
in.
we are
He's
in.
Left foot, hit it.
Oh,
unlucky.
man!
Unlucky. Yo, someone needs to cover on that back line because everybody can't be playing that high line. Oh look, Van Dijk's covering.
Is he on side? Yeah, he's on side.
Oh shit, it's inside. That was Van Dijk's fault, that.
Yeah. Wakey,
Tough
wakey,
angle, that is.
VVD. That's a pen. Such a pen. Pen all day.
We look panicky a
A
little
lot of
bit,
people saying pen.
Apologies for the timer issue as well. We hope it has been solved now.
Go on. There you go.
Don't overexpose. Just keep them there.
You have all game. That's exactly where you've kept us.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. You're cutting in there, so there's the line, and there's the line.
You've got 1, 2,
and
3, 4,
Thiago
5, 6,
there
7,
finds
8,
that little gap.
8 players in your own box. This is awful. I hate this. Matip's
This
literally
is a
playing
game
full.
plan.
I mean, it's mad because again, that's 2 decent chances Everton have wasted. Plus, you know, whether you agree with it or not, a possible penalty shout. Go on, Alan. Go on. That's it, son.
Alan got that dog in him.
So does
Ooh,
Jota,
what's
though,
happened
lad.
Yeah,
Go on, son.
facts.
Go on, son.
Every
Get
Liverpool
up,
player,
get
to
up.
be honest.
Lads,
up.
this is frustrating the shit out of me right now, you know. This is probably looking like the only way we're going to score a goal at the moment is by a corner.
Yeah, but we've conceded 12 of them. all
And we're
season,
the,
the highest,
we scored 12 as well, lad.
Yeah, so-
We're the highest in the league at scoring corners.
Yeah. So I don't like these.
This is not a good mix. Oh.
Fuck! Come on.
Out. Go on in. Open it up, son. That's it. Off you go. Off
Right,
you
that was
go.
across the face.
Off you go. Now,
One more.
Sabu!
Oh my God,
That's a yellow.
That's a yellow as well.
Yeah, yellow. That's a yellow. Fair. That's a yellow.
Trent's even got his hand
Yeah,
in
he
the
knows, lads. He just has
Guilty,
to- yeah.
guilty.
He knows.
You could possibly argue there, a more experienced player doesn't kick the ball in front of him, he kicks it round the corner.
Yeah.
Because Decore's in there.
He's making
Decore
it run
is
as well.
in. Look, he's in.
Yeah,
so
he
if he
kick-
plays
yeah,
that
he
ball
play.
now,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Outside of the boot almost, yeah, you leave a 2-on-1.
He literally didn't touch
he
him
only
again,
just
lad.
clips him at the top, don't know.
It's a yellow card, like, but fuck me, fuck off, Gordon, lad. He threw himself on the deck so many times, lad. Jesus.
Oh, man.
This game is frustrating me like mad.
100%.
I'm just waiting for Everton to score now, that's the only thing, lad.
Gordon winner. Incoming.
Come on, Liverpool, you got 30 minutes to save the fucking league.
Oh, man.
We didn't even know what he was doing with that then, lad. He just hit his head.
Yeah, this is where someone needs to be following. All three chances that Everton have had there, back post, no one's there.
Go away, lad.
Oh, I just had a great comment come in saying, yo, there's 3 certain things in life. Death, taxes, and Trent getting absolutely skinned like a potato.
Maybe
mean
he's
Trent
the
getting
roast
an
today.
assist, lad.
Maybe
That's what you
he
mean, lad.
is the roast.
That's cold. That's cold. I like Trent, man.
Keep speaking
Because
dirt
that's
on his
what
name.
he does.
Speak dirt on his name, lad.
You don't look at Trent for defensive duties.
Keep doing it, lad. Keep speaking dirt on his name. See what happens in it, lads. He'll just go a little bat. Who's David Beckham?
Fans chanting for Origi. Boy! Desperate times.
It is getting desperate now. It really is.
Derek Pabby says Gordon is running them ragged.
He is, lad. He's been brilliant. He's been fantastic.
Lottery Love says Everton robbed. Clear penalty.
He wasn't.
Billy99 says Gordon the diver.
Yeah, he is. Gordon's a diver, lad. He's a good little player, lad, but he's definitely threw himself on the deck a few times. In fact, he's got a yellow for it, hasn't he, actually? Oh, Divok's coming on.
Oh, no!
Who's he coming on for?
Divok. Well, listen, super sub and the franchise. No better changes. Why is Mane coming off though? I better be seeing number 11 as well.
I think Mane just went down
I
like he was
better
hurt.
be seeing number 11 as well.
I think Mane went down like who's injured before.
Oh, my God.
Favoritism,
Is that
I'm
Jurgen's
telling
brother
you.
or something?
Favoritism, I'm telling you.
Why? Oh, Salah, you mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I always notice, man. Even Liverpool fans, when they're giving love to Salah, it's always, oh, King Salah. But, oh, hi, Mane. No, King Mane, pauper Salah.
Nah, we respect Mane, lad. That's not fair to say, lad. We love Mane. We have songs for him, lad. We love Mane, lad.
I feel like Salah gets more love.
Salah didn't get any love until last season. He's been scoring 40 goals a season, lad. None of these players do because they're African, not English, and they're not European, lad. So none of them get love. Our fans love them. Can't tell me that our fans don't love Mane. Literally, we've got a kid that's been...
No.
We've
I'm
got
not saying they don't love him. I'm saying they love Salah more.
No, we don't, lads. We've got a kid literally who's went viral. James, lads, yeah.
Oh,
From
yeah.
saying he loves Sadio Mane, he's the best player in the world.
Best player
Like,
in the
we love
world.
Sadio Mane, lad. Maybe other people don't give him the props he deserves, but Liverpool fans respect every player that we have.
Oh, this is horrible, man.
Mitch92 says, Cara on commentary saying, clear penalty on Gordon. See, we got to be wary of Cara's words because Liverpool legend, Everton fan though.
Nah, he's a Liverpool fan now, lads.
Win that. Yeah, well done.
That was madness. How did Jota win that then, lads? You see that? Diaz, do something mad. Just do something like mad, innit?
Do you know what Diaz is? His playing style. I've said it. It reminds me of. Do you remember the cartoon, The Tasmanian Devil?
Yeah. He's just just lightning. Like you just look at him like, what are you gonna?
Just tornadoing round.
Go on!
Oh, Divock time. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yes!
Wow.
Get in!
Wow.
Fucking yes! It's right, Robbo. Yes!
After subs have come on.
Get in!
1-0.
Fuck!
Liverpool.
Frustrating game, this, like, get in!
Andy Robertson, back post, easy as you like.
Look at them all
man.
celebrating together, lad, because that's a
Easy
big
as
goal for
you
Liverpool,
like.
lads. Get in! Whose mistake was that?
That's a weight off your chest, isn't it?
Lad, I'm hard, lad, yeah, right now, yeah.
That is a weight. Look what it means to him as well.
Get in! Right, let's check.
Oh, look at this. Salah gets the ball out wide.
No offsides, please,
Little
no
chip
offsides
into
anyway.
Divock.
No offsides.
Right foot chip.
Where's
from Salah
Coleman
as well.
going there?
You know what?
Get in! You know what that
Salah
was?
heard me. Salah heard me.
Jota sucked them all in, lads, yeah? And Robbo had the free space
at
to it.
that.
Yes!
Coleman sleeping.
Get
there.
in!
Look how it sucks. Look, Holgate
Yeah.
is there. Why is Coleman stepping?
Yeah, Coleman sucked
Fucking
in.
idiot,
Jota
man.
lad,
No
he's scared
reason.
of Jota lad, so he's tried to cover him, lad. Get in!
Yeah, because Jota with the head is not to be slept on as well.
He's, lad, I don't know why. He's 5'8"
He's a
or
jack in the
something.
box.
Yeah.
That's why. Literally. Nah,
This
fair play.
is what I don't get. Like, he just doesn't think.
Pressure paying off.
You've got
for
a man
Liverpool there.
behind you. Why step forward and leave
It's a
him?
big goal,
Why
that, you
do
know.
that?
Massive, massive goal, that, you know. Get in! And
Here
you
we
said
go.
that, didn't you say this? You said, I know it wasn't a substitute that scored, and you probably have no impact on the game right now.
Nah,
but-
Divock linking up with Salah.
Oh,
there.
yeah?
Divock
Yeah,
linking up
that's
with
Yes!
Nah, man.
So Divock's already
Key
earned his keep
timing
right
as
there,
well.
lad.
Key timing.
And
30
this
minutes
is
left
where-
Also,
in the
Mo
game,
Salah
man.
just got an assist, just so he...
Oh yeah, no. I said that. He heard me talking shit. Said, "Alright, say no more, brother. Hold this.
This is where
Yes!
Everton now, 5 minutes, regroup, and not lose another one.
Come on!
Because we've had the chances in this game.
I'm so happy, lad.
They
Oh my
always
God.
say you're most wary after conceding as well.
And we are really guilty. Look, we stretch, we
Liverpool-
open up.
So for me, it usually means that the team that scored is the most wary of conceding.
Yeah, no, we are.
Hey!
Tell me I just did not see that. That was fucking filth!
Lad!
Brother! Hey, give it a replay of that, man!
Hey, he went-
watch this! Hey, yo!
Hey,
This is Younger Bonito!
I'm weak at the knees, bro.
Hey, man!
Diaz has got me.
Luis
spinning him, lad.
Diaz restoring the feeling of the beautiful game.
see that?
What? Nah, that was sexy football.
Man,
I don't
that got
care.
that Colombian salsa, lad.
Hey! Now that brother's a menace to society. That is cold. Come on, give me something now.
He's so sick, and he got
Got too much sauce. Too much sauce, bro.
Corner again. That was
Nah,
ridiculous, lad.
man.
That
Hey,
was
Trent, I
ridiculous.
beg you just ping him 70-yard balls. I just want to see more of that.
You know, next one will be some like mad little.
Nah, that was
Do you know what's,
haram.
do you know what's worse? In fact, he
Oh.
wasn't planted. Like, he's mid-air doing that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's judged it.
That is
Diaz.
insane. Look at that. He's getting an ovation
Diaz.
from them.
Lads.
Vamos,
I love
Diaz,
this
they're
Liverpool
saying.
team, lad. I really do. You know, I can't. This Liverpool team is just so unbelievable, lad. And do you know what's mad, right? Do you know, I've got a really good friend, right, Dimitri, and he's from Portugal, yeah?
Yeah.
And he supports Benfica. And before we signed Diaz, I'm not going to lie to you, lads, I hadn't really heard much about him. I knew he'd scored a goal against City because I remember watching that game going, at least he scored, yeah?
Yeah.
But that was all I knew of him, so I didn't watch him ever. And he said to me, Dimmy was like, lad, this player that you're buying right now, brother, this is a serious football player, probably the best in the Portuguese league. And I was like, oh, okay then. And I'm thinking, Portugal league, that level's not super high. They're great
Yeah.
at football, but it's not super high.
Ooh. Number 2 here. Oh! Off the line. Salah just over. Oh my God. Liverpool could have made it 2-0 there.
You should have buried that, lad, actually, I think.
Oof. He had a bit more time than he thought, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Rushed it a little bit, innit? Just got to get over that properly.
Should have buried that, I think. Definitely should have buried that.
Pickford,
I
weak
don't think there was
punch,
I don't think there was
man.
a
What
foul
is
on
that?
There was no foul on Pickford then.
No.
Oh, Mo, he should have done better there, mate.
Yeah, man.
At
you've
least hit
got
the target.
A lot of time and space there.
Heavy. Look at that, lads. 1 point behind City again. Yeah, anyway, he said to me, Dimmy said to me, lad, the kid you're buying is serious, you know. And I was like, okay. Thought the level wouldn't be that high. Got him, lad. I'm like, who is this kid? Oh my God.
Oh, Alan's got a yellow card as well.
Everton, 18th.
Well done, Nicky.
Everton are 18th in the Premier League. This is madness to me.
Out.
You're flapping a little bit now. Good. Come on, Liverpool.
Pressure's getting to them
Yeah,
now.
2-0, lads. Come on. Let's get it.
The Trent balls are coming in, man.
Oh,
The trademark is happening.
what? Who's he shouting at there?
Gordon.
Pickford?
He
Should
shouldn't
be
letting it
closing
cost
down
him.
Trent
Yeah.
there. This Slim One says Diaz is like Suarez's apprentice.
No, I
Yo, you
hear
know what? I hear that.
Yeah, I do see.
I hear that.
It's
the
like
dribbling,
Yeah.
the technique,
Yeah.
The kind
like
of rough
brothers.
around the edge finishing.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Did you know what it is? It's a tenacity and unorthodox approach to the football, lad. That's what it is. It's almost like the brothers, yeah. And Suarez was the number 9, and his little brother played on the wing, lad. And he was like, no, this is how you do it, lad, yeah. And he took, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hear that. I really do. He's so tenacious. It's unbelievable, lad. He just keeps going.
Back.
Look at this now. Electric.
Watch him then.
Oh,
Salah, edge of the box here. Oh, back heels,
okay.
and he kicks it against himself.
You've got to keep up with him. You've got to. Good lad, Mo!
Oh,
Good lad, Mo! Good lad! That was brilliant, that. He's the only one that can keep up with that, Gordon, because he's fucking rapid, that kid. Seeing Matip against him.
This is horrible, man. Come on!
Man. And this becomes the issue with becoming a game plan where you just sit back. When it comes time to attack, you've been so long in this one mode, you don't know how to get out of it. And trust me, as a Spurs fan who's had Jose Mourinho, Nuno, Conte, I know it's difficult, man.
Especially for a team that is as poor
now
as
Richardson, look at him, lads. Look at Richardson.
Literally what I was just about to say. He's walking now, head's not in it. I'm telling you, you lot are dead meat right now.
I hope so, because I want another goal just to finish this off now. I really do. I really want another goal. I want to feel good about this game, lad.
Fabinho needs to just hit a 30-yarder.
No,
I'm seeing Rodri score too many long shots.
Oh my God, that goal he scored yesterday, lads.
That guy's got too much tech. Fabinho needs to put him on notice.
I mean, Fabinho.
I need Fabinho and Rodri to have like this defensive mid-battle for like the next 5-6 years. I swear to you.
I hear that. Do you know what though? Fabinho scored some screeners, you know, lads.
Yeah.
Is he the one he scored against City?
Yeah. Listen, Fabinho's got in his locker. When he was at Monaco,
he scored every penny took, lads.
Bro, penalty master. And also he was a midfielder.
Yeah.
Just because he wore the number 2, he used to confuse people.
Yeah.
One thing, he has awful number choices because he chose number 3.
I mean, you go to European clubs, lad, and they all have mad numbers, don't you? You see like 96 and 99.
Bro, it's so funny.
What's going on? Is that going? Do you know, for a little second, yeah, I seen it in the bar, and Origi just heading it in for a second then, like the last game.
I can't lie, yeah, Luis Diaz, how old is he?
24, 25.
Yeah, I can't lie, he looks like he's 45,
Serious?
bruv.
Yeah, no,
he looks like a 45 retired
He's a Martin Keown top footballer.
Zinedine Zidane looked like he was 65 when he came out the womb, lad, but he looked at the way he played football.
Life has worn him down.
Man, this is horrible.
Lads, do you know that he's come from humble beginnings, Diaz, lad, yeah? He was like malnourished and stuff when he was a young boy playing football, lad, yeah?
Wow.
And look at him now, lad.
Fair play.
So honestly, these players that we have, a testament to who they are as people as well, because they're fighters, brother.
Go.
Same with Luis Suarez.
Go! Oh, go on! Oh!
Hey! Go on!
Oh, I was almost going to say that is a ball, man.
And it was, do you know what was mad about it? It was
left foot.
It was Salah to Trent instead of the other way around.
Shit, I thought that was Trent.
Nah, it was Salah to
Trent's
Trent.
left foot.
Nah.
You know. That's the thing with Trent with his hair. He looks too much like Salah from far. It's just a roll down socks that separates them. That's crazy though. But a lot of these South American footballers do come from poverty and kind of.
And that's where you get the best ones, lad. When you've got to struggle to survive, lad, it creates a certain type of character in a human being, lad, and they become unbeatable sometimes, lad. Same with Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
Same with Luis Suarez. These footballers, lad, have come from humble beginnings and they are the fucking best. Same with Neymar.
It's a different hunger.
Neymar, lad. It's mad. The will to survive is so great that they become the best in the world at what they do.
Because they've literally seen what the bottom is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and they're thinking, oh, none of this matters to me at the end of the day. I've seen real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even
Playing
players even like Jesus, lad, for Man City.
Oh! Andre, Damari Gray, sorry, nearly
How
just
close
hit
was
a
that?
rocket.
How close was that? Gordon
From the
does
edge of
well
the
here.
box.
People
Wow.
physical.
Give me a
Again,
second goal,
good play
please,
from
Liverpool.
Gordon there.
Second goal, please. I can't be arsed with this.
Wow, Iwobi inside there.
Oh, shit! That was not far away.
Man.
That was not far away at all, actually. Fuck this. Liverpool get a second goal. And he can hit them as well. He did it against Arsenal.
20
Remember that?
minutes. Yeah, start of the season, he started off brilliantly, man.
Yeah,
How much you get him for?
1.5 mil, lads.
1.7 mil, yeah.
That's your best signing. Whoever picked him, good job.
Bargain.
Bayer Leverkusen bought him from, lad, for 1.5. Come on, the Reds. Second goal. We need to finish this game off. because they've got the opportunity to score and we're giving them it. Sorry, lads.
It's right, we'll let you off.
It was literally as I stood up, it just went... Bleh.
It's hot. Oh, it's horrible because I'm sort of sitting here and I'm sitting like, we could have scored in this game.
Yeah, you could have.
Like, it's not like I'm sitting there going, I don't even feel like
we've been trampled all over or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
We've
get me
actually made
wrong.
a good fight of it.
Liverpool have had the ball. I appreciate that. They've had balls into the box, everything.
Whoa.
But you know, as somebody who's down the bottom of the league, you sit there and you go, Everton needs to take their chances.
Here he comes.
Your mate, lad.
Who?
Your mate.
Huh? Hey? Whoa. Keep those allegations far from me, brother.
You were quite fiery on him, if I remember.
Bro, I've been forecasting this for maybe 4 years. And now it's come to fruition. I just sit back and I'm like,
There he is.
I remember when they were doing, he's the next Lampard claims. And I was like, hey, let's not
Matt
get too
Letizia,
carried away.
everyone was
Let's
saying,
not
like,
get too
next Matt
carried away
Letizia.
here. Like, the guy gets goals, but if you watch his game, he's literally a final ball, get on the end of it type of player. He was never get on the ball and actually create like a natural number 10. And then his injuries came in, and then his attitude, then the managerial changes. And
Still too much for him.
you've taken, there was a reason why we gave him to you for free and said, listen, when he does some stuff, you can pay us down the line, but we'll give him to you for free. There was a reason for that.
Mad. Yeah, it just didn't work out in the end, because when he first started, lad, he was fucking incredible.
You actually thought, no, this could be one of England's few,
proper stars.
youth talents that goes on to be a world-class player. And because as well, when he came from MK Dons, he had that hunger early on.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
remember
talking about, lads.
the first
They
season
lose
or
it
two,
sometimes.
the first season or two, guess who clocked the most miles at Tottenham? In a team with Ericsson, all these grafters, Dembele, Wanyama were in there. Dele Alli.
Mad.
Most kilometres.
That is surprising,
As soon as he had back-to-back seasons of goals and assists, double figures, the work rate went out of the window. We started to get the fromage phrase, the hairstyles. I said, we started to get camo-coloured straps, random parts of the body. I said, this guy's not interested in football, bruv. Now he's chasing Pep's daughter around Manchester. Get out of here, man. Go to Everton, please.
Nah, I get it, lads. Sometimes they just lose the hunger, don't they?
The hunger, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we said. A lot of these South American ballers,
I shit myself
when they have them hunger, they don't let that go, man.
Like Suarez, lad, he continued to be the best until he could, lads, until his body stopped him from being the best.
Literally.
Really.
Until this year, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because
He
even
just
when
won the league,
Barca
didn't he?
started to write him off, he said, watch me go Atletico and deliver them the title.
And then just won the league.
Literally, this has been the first year Suarez I've seen a decline where
It's
I'm
fair.
like, you know what, you're actually finished now.
Yeah. Like, in my opinion, this is probably... Aguero's the bigger Premier League legend. Yeah, he is. Like, Premier League legend.
I know what you're going to say, yeah.
But Suarez in his prime was better
The
than him, lad.
the prime, yeah. If
He
you're
just
talking
was.
prime for prime, I hear it. But you're going to hate me for this as well. But that season, there's plenty of holes that can be picked out in it as well. So 31 goals, basically, yeah. 12 of them were against 3 teams, all
Norwich.
3 relegated teams.
Yeah.
9
Good.
of them
But
were
having
against
said
Norwich.
that,
Yeah.
did you see the
He
caliber
only
of
scored
goal?
1 goal against any top 4 side as well.
I agree, lad. But also...
All the games they lost and drew, he didn't score in any of them as well, yeah. So
But the caliber of goals he scored against Norwich.
that's what I will say.
They
Will
were
always
mad, lads.
overcover everything.
Remember the
caliber
volley?
of goals.
Do you remember the
Do
volley?
you remember the United one where he did the feet on the side and
Lad, he took the ball down and like...
here's number 2. No,
Fuck,
it's
thought that
out.
was going to go in then.
But yeah, I do agree. The caliber of goals that season was stupid.
Did you-
to the point where
you know-
you're just like, all right, we don't care if it's against Fulham. We don't care if it's against West
just
Brom.
insane.
Just get it in.
Lad, do you remember, there was a mad goal that I remember of Luis Suarez, and in the comments, if you remember this one, yeah, I can't remember who it was against, but it was an header, and it was outside the box, lad. Someone whipped a ball into him, I think it was Jose Enrique, and he
just
heads it,
boom.
and it was like a bullet,
I
lad,
remember, yeah, I
outside
think
the
I
box
remember
and
that.
went in.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? I've never seen a header like it in my life.
I remember the header he scored when we weren't even looking at the ball.
Oh, no,
Nah,
get up.
if ours weren't
He's
that
given,
calm,
yeah,
but-
if you didn't give the Gordon one, hey, Gordon's been eating today, man.
No.
I need to know. Oh,
Yeah.
Trent's done well,
You know what? That's for all the people who slander Trent defensively.
Yeah, that was good, that. What's
was
going on
something
here?
for you lot.
Oh, is this a VAR check?
No.
No.
If you didn't give the Gordon one, I don't want to be seeing that penalty given. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
I don't care.
Let's see.
Let's see what?
Yeah,
2
fair.
bodies coming together.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair. I agree.
Nice try, Divo.
This is where, you know, my,
Yeah, I
you know
agree.
my
Even more
statement.
so on that angle because he's trying to reach for the ball, lad, as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Uh-oh. They brought on Rondon.
Here we go.
Don't say that, like, because you'll fucking
can't.
score now, I bet you. I tell you what, it's been one of your best performances in a while. Like, that's something that you can take from this.
Yeah,
like,
we battled.
Even if you div off in your own half, you're trying to do Cruyff turn mad pass things. Oh.
Give a free kick. Come on, Rondon, Solomon!
Heavy
No, I can't lie to you.
King
Some things
Solomon!
just sound so much funnier in the scout accent than I said to you. Divock trying to croutons in. I said, no.
Oh, lad, that wasn't even a free kick. Are you messing? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Brother, I don't like this man.
I actually
I
thought
thought
you
he
lot
should
got
have
the
got a
ball
yellow
there.
card sent off the
You
works.
just surrounded him and closed out the space, basically.
Lads, he literally didn't get no contact, lad, and threw himself, his feet on this direction to make it look like Fab pulled him.
Blatant red card for me.
Oh, my God.
Come on, come on, come on.
Kalenko, left foot. Oh. Oh my God!
Oh!
Scramble! Oh, he's going to get a free kick for that, innit?
Yeah, I mean, if they give it now, they're going to get that.
Shit!
Nikolenko, man.
Oh.
This is fucking horrible. Can we just get over the line now? Offside.
It's offside.
By miles. Everybody was. And then he got fouled. Shite. Good delivery. Come on, the Reds.
I'll tell you what, come on, Blues. Woo! We're actually still in the game at 78 minutes. It's
Yeah,
madness.
that's unbelievable, like, to be fair.
How about we not 17-0 down?
Oh, he will be not even able to control.
That happened against West Ham when we lost the game.
Ooh.
Go on, Diaz.
Look at that. Boom!
Love
You know,
that, Diaz, lads.
there is absolutely nothing worse as a defender
Oh, he
than a striker like that.
shouldered it. Oh, go on.
Harrowing you down like
Oh,
that.
Trent
Go on then.
on a
Go
yellow.
on, then. Go
yeah,
on.
with
Go
these
on.
man running
Roast
at him
him.
is terrifying.
Turn him
me,
into
lad.
dinner.
Oh.
What is... Oh!
Oh my
Oh!
Inside
Play the
and
ball!
Trent, have some
Oh,
dignity.
my Lord!
Trent, my brother, you was in the mud there. If this goes in, oh my God.
Like, we need a second goal. We need a second goal. Right,
You actually
right
do.
fucking now.
Get
We need a second
onside, Blues!
That's onside. No, he's onside.
Oh, Mickey.
Needs a better
You'd had
touch.
such a good game.
Lad.
Up until that point, sub him off.
Lads, what's happening? This is awful. Trent didn't do anything wrong.
Your team's
mate.
making
he
it
didn't do
into a
anything wrong.
serious game.
I just got done.
He just said, nah,
got
forget
done,
it.
mate.
I'm done.
Oh,
He's tired.
Yes, Robbo, the goal and the goal line.
That-
Good lads.
that is where you need a Calvert, Lewin.
Yep,
That was good defending, that.
that is.
That's great from Robbo, that. Right side of his man, anticipating it well, gets it out with the outside of his boot. That's good defending from him, that.
Oh. Great question, Marcus. Marcus. Great question. 1 second.
Where's that going, lad? Oh, it's a
Battle. Yeah, well done, Mickey. He's done a great job against Salah today, I
this
think.
guy today.
That's it, well done. Go on. Go. That's, oh.
Got to put your
Why didn't
foot through that.
Why didn't you step into that?
He's scared of Jota.
One for you.
What?
If Liverpool go on and win the quad,
Yeah.
does that top Istanbul?
I mean, statistically, yes. And I don't know how it's going to make me feel emotionally. I don't know.
That's
Emotionally, I don't
I
know.
want emotion.
I don't know, lad. I can't tell you because it hasn't happened yet. I can imagine if we win a Premier League, a Champions League, an FA Cup, and a Carabao, lad, I'll probably die of an heart attack. So, you know what I mean? I can't really
No,
tell
I
you.
actually need to see your reaction
know
if
what
that
I
does
mean,
happen.
Could you imagine?
Nah, this guy will actually be foaming at the mouth.
No, will we,
Oh,
lad?
keep it in, Richard. Oh.
I can't tell you how it'll make me feel. That's the greatest Premier League final in history, in my opinion. Not because it's Liverpool, because it just is.
Well,
You can't be
it's
3-0
the
down.
greatest Premier League year of all time.
This?
But if you won 4,
Oh, yeah,
it's
as well.
better than anyone
Yeah,
ever
you
achieved.
match the Champions
Man
League.
United
But I
did
just
a-
think, like,
did a triple,
I just think when I look back at that Istanbul, it's how the game went. The AC team you're playing being almost like, if you look at that lineup, it's
Kaka,
the dream team of
It's
the
why we love
thousands,
football.
basically.
That game is why we love football.
Yeah.
It's exactly why. Because maybe you don't have everything that they
Maldini,
do.
52 seconds, hits a slammer where you're thinking, oh, this is destined. Gattuso giving it the old pat as they're walking out. I'm like, bro, Liverpool are done out here.
Yeah.
Then the Dudek double save. Then, bro.
God or whoever it
Oh,
was. The game's
man.
gone off. Whoever it was looking down on that game, lad, they made that happen. Like, 'cause that double save.
Like, that was the first time growing up watching football where I thought, oh no, football might be a fixed sport, actually. I never used to think football was a fixed sport till that day. I was like, fixed sport. And then I remember the scandal in Italy happened a year later. And I was like, yeah, Istanbul was definitely fixed. For years I was saying that.
Thought Liverpool bought AC Milan out, lads. Never. Was Jota our captain then? Was Jota our captain then?
No. Looks of it.
Can you get in the comments and tell us if Jota was captain? Because I swear, he's just...
What did I just see?
Did you see that?
Yeah. I think he might have taken it from Van Dijk, giving it to
I
him.
hope so, lad, because that's madness, lad.
There is no way Jota would have been wearing armbands. I refuse it. You've got Trent, Salah in the side.
Come on, boys. We need a second goal, because these are coming at us, actually.
Gus has sent in another super chat. Shout out, man. You've been sending quite a few. Doyle said
What are you
about
doing?
Salah
What
and
are you
Mane.
doing?
Get it out. Corner ball.
Go on.
Last 8 minutes. Doyle said about Salah and Mane not getting the respect due to not being European, South American. Is this the same with Son? Kane always gets the spotlight.
Yeah, absolutely, lad. The media has got a... It's not that it's got a problem. There's systemic racism, lad, that goes all the way through our system, lad, and it goes into football as well. And that's unfortunately why these players are not held in the same regard as English players, because the media is ridiculous. And like I said, it runs through everywhere. So that's the honest reason, if you want me to be honest with it. That's why.
Oh, and comment section has come back and said, no, VVD had it. He was just passing it on.
Oh, okay, because that was... And I'm glad you've seen that, Fuad, because I was like, did someone see that?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, Jota cannot be...
There it is.
Oh! Decent save. That took a deflection as well.
To be fair to him, that was a good save.
Well done, Jordan.
Oh, funny. Yeah, but yeah, that's the reason why, lads. It's the
No,
unfortunate thing.
and I agree as well. And I think, to be honest though, I think it's a natural sense because every country does it. I'm sure like Brazilian media do it with Brazilian players.
And I agree with that
French
too.
media do it with French players. Like
Yeah.
English media are going to do it with English players because it's their own. They want to see them succeed. They want to see them get better.
Yeah.
So they're not going to maybe hold them to the same standard and they're always gas up their own a little bit more.
got
That's
10
what I
corners.
think is definitely an aspect of it as well.
Out.
I agree. There's
Not
so
on
many
Van
different-
Dijk's head.
There's a lot of variables as to why.
Oh!
Give up, lad! Yes!
Oh!
Divock!
Only
Gaming
a
clutch
matter
again!
of
Hey!
time.
We needed a second goal and we got one from the main man,
Only
Divock,
a matter
lad.
of time.
Lad, fuck me. Get in!
Wow. The bicycle kick was nice. I thought that was going to loop in a little bit.
It's over. It's finished, lad. We finished. Still coming for you, Sif. You were still right up your fucking asses, lad. Don't fucking stutter yet, lad.
Oh,
Get in!
that is harsh on Everton, man.
I can relax now.
That is
Hey,
harsh
so
on
what, I haven't
Everton.
drank a beer the whole stream, but I'm going to now, lad. Because
It just happened to be in.
Fucking hell, lad.
It
Had
happened
to
to
be.
be
It
in.
had to be.
Hey, can we say
I can't even lie.
Klopp has made good decisions again with the substitutes. He's brought them on and he's helped with the first build up the goal and he scored the second one.
Yep.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Henderson
Holgate
whipping that
kicked
back in as well.
everyone
Who was his last
onside.
change?
Holgate keeps
Everybody's on
everyone
side.
onside.
That's absolutely fine. What's why?
Oh, Divock might have been a little bit off there, you know.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Divock might have been a little bit off there,
I
you
don't think he
know.
was, lads. He wasn't. When he hit
Because
the ball.
Fabinho was onside. That's still.
Divock was definitely onside, mate. I promise you. He was miles on. The ball bounced. When it bounced, he was offside. But when he got kicked, it was on.
Oh.
What a yes, lad. Why is it always a header with Divock? It's always one of them little skimming headers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes, Divock!
Hey, Gus with another super chat. He says, last one. But even the USA do it. LeBron Pulisic.
Yeah. That's true.
Fairs.
That's very fair.
Hey, listen, I appreciate all your super chats today, bro. You've been busy.
And really good questions, actually, as well. Not
Yeah,
just, like,
for real.
thank you for them questions. Great questions, lad.
Oh, half chance here for Rondon. Can he get it under control? No.
he fucking can't.
Matip deals it. Bread and butter for him.
Jesus, this has been a hard-fought win, this, you know, lad. I mean, touch
They've-
wood that we
they-
win.
yeah.
But fuck me, you've made it hard for us. Very hard.
That's the one thing Everton can take away, but it's at that stage of the season where does that really count for anything?
No, it doesn't at all.
it doesn't.
Points.
And as much as you can take heart from it, it's like, it's frustrating because first half I thought, yeah, maybe you lot can nick something if you lot can continue to frustrate them. But
yeah.
the quality pays off in the end. And as you said, Klopp making the right subs and
You've got to take your chances. You've got to take your chances.
very true as
That's
well.
the thing with Liverpool. So the thing with Liverpool is we're going to give every team we play against chances, but you have to take them and be clinical because if you don't, we'll score. And the last 15 minutes, 25 minutes of a game, we've scored more goals than any team. And it's because we're relentless. We do not
The
stop.
screws turn
Yeah.
in.
we don't stop. And when it gets to that point of the game as well, it's like now or never. Do you want to win this game, Liverpool, or not? And we switch it on, lad. And you've got people like Klopp, lad, who brings on substitutes at that time. Like, we are honestly a well-oiled machine, lad.
And who have you got next as well? Because your fixture
you got
doesn't
City,
get
haven't you,
much
or something
easier,
as well?
does it?
Chelsea at home.
Chelsea, oh my God.
And that's the thing. I
you
keep
could
seeing the
beat them,
game in
lad.
hand, and I'm like, I'm
To
not
be
sure
honest,
it's gonna
after
make a
this
difference.
performance, I think we could beat them at Goodison, yeah?
I really do, lads. You seen how they've been playing?
The thing is, though, this is a derby. That's why I'm thinking
Yeah,
the players
bit more
can
spirit.
rise for this type of occasion because there's that local pride as well.
Yeah.
For City, it's a little bit more of, it's
Chelsea.
City, if we lay over, it's okay, type of thing.
There's
And that might be kind of the game where, if we get relegated by City, it's okay type of thing.
There are points in there for Everton if they want them.
Yeah,
if they
there
want
has
these
to
points,
be.
there are points there.
In my opinion, so
Chelsea,
we look,
Leicester, Everton, Brentford. I can see 2 wins in that.
yeah, so that
Watford.
Palace as well after that, and Arsenal. Listen, do us a favour on that last day.
yeah,
Please, my brother, we need you.
yeah. So this is so this is what I mean. So I kind of the games that are key to Everton staying up, in my opinion, is Palace at home, Brentford at home, Chelsea at home, and Watford away.
Yeah.
And I think if Everton get 10 points,
What
get
happened?
12 points.
Does anyone see that Dele Alli header?
Where's it
Lad, I wish they did a replay of that because it was a joke, lad. He was on the edge of the line, lad, and he just done this mad little backwards header to keep it in, and there was nobody there, lad. Oh my God. He's got a yellow for all
gives
his
a foul
efforts.
away out of frustration.
And that's another
Typical
thing
Ali.
about him. He's got an edge to him, hasn't he, Dele?
People say edge, honestly, but he just gives away needless fouls.
Yeah.
For me,
He
having
does.
an edge is like when you play 100 miles an hour 24/7
Okay, that's
and
fair.
you just go a little bit over the ball sometimes. He doesn't play 100 miles an hour. He just
Yeah.
does these dumb fouls and everyone's like, ooh.
Like Bruno Fernandes.
He's a tough... Yes!
Exactly what
Yes!
Fernandes does.
Yeah.
Literally!
He's
I have
terrible.
tried my hardest, right? I've tried my hardest, yeah, to respect footballers for who they are, lad. Yeah, not like on the pitch. If you're a good
know
footballer,
what?
it doesn't matter what team you are.
Yeah.
But that lad,
Bruno?
I watch him, I'm like, you're a knobhead. I'm sorry,
I
but
can't
you
lie
just
to you.
are.
yeah. When he was at Sporting and even Udinese, every once in a while I used to see him score a screamer in like Serie A highlights. I'm like, that Bruno Fernandes kid, he might be something someday. Then I saw him sign for United. The goals and assists had me
Yeah.
fooled early on, where I was like, hey, he can still put the right players around him. Maybe he can still look. Man, the guy's a crook.
Oi!
Hey, what did I say about Richarlison?
Why did you
What
just do
did I
that?
say about Richarlison? Exactly the tomfoolery I'm talking about,
What
Mike.
was the need in that?
That's it.
That was stupid.
That's exactly what I'm
Why
talking
did you
about.
just do that? That was stupid. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Unnecessary.
Idiot.
No need.
Isn't he already on a yellow?
Silly. Stupidness. And if the Lionel doesn't give it, VAR will
You see,
give that.
this is,
100%.
and this is the issue now. So we've got games coming up that we can win, and one of our better players could be out.
Stupid.
Is he got? Hey, is
Stupid.
he already on a yellow already?
No.
No. He's lucky there, lad. That he didn't.
Absolutely
Yeah, but if it goes
stupid.
to VAR, they can.
The thing is, right, he's not going to get a red for this because of the way the kick was. It was sort of already on his leg. But if Hendo's like
Nah.
that's a red.
Legs
That's
there
a red
and he
card, mate.
pushes it.
That's a red
That's
card,
got to
mate.
be a red for me.
yeah, same lad. He stood right
That's got to be a red. It's at that dangerous height as well. Nah, sorry. Sorry, you knew exactly what you were doing. Should have bust your own ligaments
That's
as
really
well.
bad, that lad. What was the need in that? And then
Decore
Decore comes
pushes-
and pushes him over. You fucking little
Nah, I love
knobhead.
Decore because he's already on the yellow as well.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm suspending the next game anyway. I
Lad,
don't
do
give
you know
a
what?
shit.
There's something every time a fucking Everton player fucking crunches a Liverpool
Trent,
player.
someone
they
tell
get
Trent
nothing.
time there. Oh.
You little knobhead. Your ears shit. Fucking
It's,
shit. That was
it's
horrible,
like
that. That
60
was
minutes
horrible.
in, you're like, we might get something there. Like you're up a bit, and then
Yeah.
by 92 minutes, you're
I'm
like,
happy you're having now with players doing shit like that, lad. That's horrible, lad. Horrible.
Well, half time you said 2-0.
Yeah, it is.
2 minutes
yeah,
to
you
go.
did. You did.
We're here.
I knew another team would come out. Don't you fucking crunch him. Because Everton, I'm just waiting
You
for
can just
them.
see that one,
Yeah. Don't fucking hate our players, you little
Them
gobshite.
50-50s, 2 minutes left in the game. Let's have it.
Yeah. The fuck? Our players need, in the same vein, be smart. Don't fucking go in for tackles that they're blatantly going to want to crunch you for. You know what I mean? We've won the game. The game's won. Just end it.
You still think there's hope to stay up, Mike?
I didn't before today. I said a few weeks ago I think we'd go down, but I've at least saw some fight today.
You have.
And that's
Anthony Gordon, mate, fantastic
Yeah,
player.
and
Little Davy, little
the thing.
Davy, but a good little player.
Give him a 6-year contract.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
What
Build
will
around
keep us
him.
up is Goodison. We ain't going to win our away games, apart from maybe Watford. But
The
we
loyal
have to win
Scousers.
every single home game
Yeah.
we've got.
Yeah.
You know, if you'd have said to me before the game, Everton put in a strong performance and you lose 2-0, I'm not sitting here saying I'd take it, but I was very worried about our goal difference about today. And all of that matters. All of it matters.
I just had
right
a
now.
feeling today, it just seemed too much of
Look at
6-0,
Richarlison,
7-0,
I
8-0. I was just like, I don't think it's going to be that type of game.
I hate Richarlison, you know.
Mikalenko has been another good one today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
has.
has,
He's
yeah,
made
he
it.
has.
Yeah, he has. He's done himself proud today. Hey, I'm not joking, lad. You know, I before this game liked Richarlison. I really did, lad. And now I've lost so much respect for him because he's just doing unnecessary shit.
The truth
Do you
will
know
set
what?
you free.
I understand 50-50s, lad, when you catch somebody, yeah, I understand that. But when you lash out like that, that's deliberate, horrible, malicious behaviour,
There
lad.
it is.
And I just
There
don't
it
respect
is.
it in any way. Get in! Up the Reds!
2-0. Liverpool win
Yes.
again. Another.
Because, lad, Divock there
Liverpool
coming on, lad.
derby
Had a
under
major
their belt.
impact.
Say that again?
Divock had a major impact.
Well,
Oh,
he
100%.
got a pre-assist, if that even counts.
Yeah.
And a goal.
Good build-up play from them, lad.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm
Honestly-
made up with that second half,
honestly,
lad.
Davos.
Brilliant.
I
Divock.
hate him for that reason.
He's done it to you twice now, lad. Finished 2 games,
Three
lad.
times.
Get into them, men! Divock, lad, we fucking love you. It's Sunday, but it feels
Honestly.
like a Saturday. Okay? Saturday night, and I like the way you move. Divock Origi. Get in!
Another Liverpool derby where Divock Origi makes the difference again. And 2-0. Listen, before the game, I'm sure a lot of people would have predicted this to be a lot more and a lot bigger. But game done now. Overall feelings going into it.
Lad, I said it was going to be like a roast dinner, didn't I? I said it was going to be like a meal. And it was, lad, yeah, it was. It was like
Slow
first
cooker.
half, lad. Now, do you know what it was? The first half, lad, give me dried chicken, brother, you're on it. I was like, oh, this is dried as chicken. But then the second half, lad, they come out with the roasties and a naughty gravy, lad. And I was like, I know the chicken's a bit dry, yeah, but stick this on top the firm, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, powerful. Like, that was a boss second half for us, that we dominated the second half. They had a few chances, they had a few long shots, but we were the better team.
That
And
was
we
a
actually
reaction.
capitalised, yeah.
That was a reaction you wanted to see
Yeah,
at half time. Yeah.
Divock coming on was a brilliant shout from Klopp. Diaz doing some... He's just...
That touch.
magic,
that,
innit,
we-
lads?
Match of the day. We need to run that
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Listen,
please, because that was just
we need
magic.
to see that.
I screamed like a little girl.
Bro,
You know what I
honestly,
mean? I was like,
quality.
But yeah, I'm very happy with that second half performance, and best of luck to Everton. I genuinely don't want to see us relegated, so you're a Scousers, lad. We want you to stay up, lad. Also, just one moment, yeah? One moment. Yeah! 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 Get in!
You know what? Yeah, I can't lie. Those songs even get me gassed up. I fucking love it.
They're important, lad.
You know what it is?
Now,
Back in the day, he used to smile. Now he just does keeps it straight. He gives it to them.
He loves the derby. with
I
that.
love
He
it, man.
loves the derby.
Honestly,
Scousers
I
do,
love
lads.
Klopp, man. I got so much time for him.
Fuck. Aye.
Any standout performance?
I've got to
Divock,
give
of
Anthony
course.
Gordon, fantastic. For Liverpool, I'll say Divock coming on was massive. Thiago was himself today, was brilliant as well. So Divock and Thiago for us, and Anthony Gordon for them, who was bloody fucking a darling little shit, but brilliant. Brilliant at the same time.
Obviously, hard one to take for you, because... Listen, I know before the game you were probably expecting a loss, but after that performance and maybe the first 55 minutes or so,
Yeah.
positives to take away today,
Yeah.
at least, you know what I mean? But what's your kind of feeling coming out of that?
Yeah, look, there's plenty of positives. There was battle, there was fight, there was a mentality that I hadn't necessarily seen a lot of this season, certainly away from home. At a side that, in my opinion, whether I like it or not, I suspect they will be champions. So I'm happy with that.
Wow.
I think that there's a shout that Everton possibly could have had a penalty, albeit there is also a shout that Liverpool could have as well for probably the same thing. And I think Everton showed that they needed to take the chances today.
Yeah. That Gordon one when he cut across to Iwobi as well.
Yeah, and I think as well, standout performances, Mikalenko from Everton, Anthony
he's great,
Gordon.
actually, yeah, that's true.
I think it's fair to say Davok. The one that hasn't been mentioned is Matip.
Oh,
Because
lads.
You know
although
what?
Trent did probably get cooked a few times by Gordon today,
Yeah.
Matip didn't.
Talk on it.
No,
yeah,
didn't,
for real.
Matip didn't. And Van Dijk, it was a standard Van Dijk game, wasn't it? He makes it look easy, which is, one of them. But
The
Richarlison makes
sheriff
it
of
easy.
defence, lad. He's just there. Just
Matip,
Richarlison makes
Corral
it easy, to be honest.
but Matip stood there.
Not
And,
let him, lad.
every time Gordon wanted to cut inside, he stood up strong.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really get caught out. So, yeah, it's not a tough one. It's not tough. It's expected, but it was nice. At least we were in it because.
Made
Honestly,
it, and as you said, made it hard for them. And
Yeah, absolutely,
probably
lads.
one of the
Wow.
hardest results you've kind of had to really grind and kind of get your way kind of through it. But, I mean, now, does this kind of give you some hope, at least for the remaining games, where you think, do you know what? There's maybe a few home fixtures where we're winnable. And if we can turn up with the right
can't
attitude,
believe,
because
look,
it's easy to get up for a derby game, but then it's another thing for when you get back to normal business.
it makes me feel. It makes me feel like we can go to Watford and win,
Yeah.
and it makes me feel like we can get something against Arsenal.
I can't believe what
So
I'm looking at right
whereas before I was sitting here going, last game of the season, we're playing Arsenal.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like Arsenal aren't as good at cutting through the lines and creating those chances. So if we do exactly that performance against Arsenal, I don't think it's
Maybe
2-0.
something.
You've already beaten the season once before as well.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. So
Beating United
look,
as well.
I sit there and I just think, look, we've got to win games of football because it looks like Burnley are going to win games of football as well. They've got 6 points in the last 2 games.
They've been smashing it, mate. Can't lie.
Yeah,
Wonder what
I
their
can't actually
score
believe
was
what I'm
as
looking
well.
Exactly. So next Sunday's a big one for Everton,
Massive game, lad.
Chelsea.
Wow.
and that is the game directly after my 30th birthday. So, woo.
If you ever want a nice gift, boys,
Yeah.
listen, deliver the man what he wants.
Mad.
Yeah, it's
We've
10:30.
had a
I'm
few
saying it this
super
year,
chats
Doyle.
come in as well. Messi FC says, worst case scenario, Everton could win the league next season.
Hey, we've seen it. We've seen it before. We've seen it before. Bring Claudio in. Dilly.
Oh, and then JDTV says, big up you lot. Diaz should get best assist award. Braithwaite should have started instead of Keane.
I hate the fact that he scored.
Richarlison's a disgrace. Get the red and piss off. No, fair play. Interesting game. And then Raul just sent one in as well now. Newcastle is going to be tough. Come on, Reds.
Up there.
Listen, it's been a tough game. Tough back-to-back watch-along as well. It's been a long day. After that snooze fest with Chelsea, at least the Scousers boys gave us something in the second half to kind of walk away with. Some
What's the
nice
lead
Luis
score?
Diaz touches, some nice heroic defendings, you know what I mean? Listen, overall good day. We hope you guys had some good fun as well joining us on this game day watch-along. Doyle, appreciate you joining me, bro.
Boom.
As always. Mikey,
Good
as
to
always,
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Finally,
yeah.
bro, in the flesh, you know what I mean? And listen, guys, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video if you like the video, of course. Don't forget as well, Monday morning, weekend roundup tomorrow. Don Robbie, myself, I will be there as well, reviewing all the weekend's action. Join us there as well. Till next week, peace out.
Peace out to fam.